Hey, Bill, good morning. Since the time changed, I think everything's a little bit screwed up. Hey, Bill, good morning. And it's good to see you here. And TJ, AZ, hello, hello, hello. TJ and everybody, thanks for stopping by. AZ, how are you doing? Well, I don't know, because right now it is 8:40 here since the time changed. I know that in Arizona, they don't do a time change. So I decided to come on since today is Sunday. Good morning, Ed. How you doing? 9 o'clock or so, yeah. Yesterday we came on though early, like at 8 o'clock, 8:15, I think it was. I don't know what my co-host Paul is up to. But it is what it is. Let's take a look and see how things are doing. As you can see, the sun is just starting to come up here. Oh, yes, it's 7:40. It's 7:42. You're right. I'm looking at the big clock up here. That I did, it's a digital clock and I didn't reset it. Oh my. See. Well, you know, when you get to be a certain age and stage in life, things kind of go awry. Let me see if I can reset this sucker. You click around and it is 7:40. Went by it. Doggone it. $7:44. I got it. Got it. So, guys, what do you think? Should we continue to stay on here and BS or go away and come back again later? I don't know. What do you think? Leave it up to you guys because I had kind of a rough night. I was up and down on that all night last night. My legs were hurting and my back was hurting, and so it's all part of the process. Well, AZ, you're so kind to forgive me for my ignorance, stupidity, and my oldness. Um, excuse me. Oh, man. Um, so let's take a look down at the Martini Bar. Not much going on down there, I'm sure. Some people probably getting breakfast. Oh, it looks like it rained because the tables are wet. The floor is a little wet, so sidewalk's a little wet. I think there are some people sitting inside, probably having breakfast. Because I saw a waiter come by here with coffee. And somebody took the cart and went to coffee. There's a couple of young gals coming out. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if maybe they weren't staying there. I could be wrong. Oh, it is raining. See the rain coming down? Ooh, big rain. My goodness. Not good. Hey, Kevin, TJ is still probably so. Your call, Paul. AZ says. Yeah, it's big. Almost does look like snow, doesn't it? I would think that, maybe it is. When it's hitting, it's turning to water. So I wonder if it isn't snow. But the way it's falling, AZ, it almost looks like snow. Sure is wet though. But like you say, AZ, when it's falling, it's like moving, and that's a sign of snow catching with wind. Rain just comes down. Yeah, it looks like rain now. Huh. Well, St. Augustine, welcome to the wet. These two gals have been waiting for it to kind of let up, I think.
Hmm.
Hey, is that Mr. Hodges?
You bet. I didn't think you'd be on yet, but I just thought I'd get it going here so you see
Well,
what's happening.
I had the clock screwed up.
Oh, of course.
My computer's reset, but my big clock here, my digital clock, I didn't reset it. So here I thought it was like 9,
Yeah.
8:51, you know?
Oh, look at it rain, eh?
Well, if you go back a little bit, it looked like snow. See, look at it.
It almost like snow coming down, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
That's weird, eh? It does look like snow.
Yeah. Well, a minute ago, it was really, it looked like a snowstorm. See how they seem to move sideways and stuff? That's what makes me think
Yeah.
it's snow.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like snow on the ground or on the tables or anything. It just looks
No,
like
not even building up or anything. So,
snow.
oh,
Ooh, she took her top up. I'm going, oh, what is going on here? Okay.
okay, I'll slide this over now. Well, Paul, I got a weird problem.
What's that?
I bought some 64 gigabyte SD cards.
Yeah.
They work great in the drone, but the computer can't read them.
What?
And I got 3 of them, plus I got a 128 gigabyte card, and I don't read them. But if I put a 32 gigabyte card in it, it reads it.
Well, you got the man that can answer that probably. I'm 100% sure. AZ is in the chat.
Is he in the chat? Oh, okay. Just give me a second here. I haven't brought up anything here yet, the chat. So, but I thought maybe it was just this computer. So I have another one upstairs, and it's doing the same thing. But the drone recognizes it, and it'll record to it and everything else, and I can pull it. But I pull the card up, put it in the computer. It says insert a card. I have, and I've double checked it. I even had a second card reader, put it in there. That still didn't work. Hey, come on, AZ.
Yeah. AZ could probably tell you. AZ, what do you think this problem is? Do you think it's a computer issue or is it a card issue?
I don't know. I pissed around with them for 2 hours last night trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing wrong.
And they are unlocked, right?
Oh yeah, the brand new.
No, the little slider on the card.
Yep. Yeah, I've got different ones. I tried one and one, like, the card holders, that you get with them, that you put them in.
Yeah.
I've tried different ones because I got like 3 or 4 or 5 of these things hanging around here. Okay. And I tried doing that, but I cannot get the 64 or the 128 cards to recognize it on my computer. And this is a new computer. It's only a year old. And everything has been updated.
He said,
what do you do to see it in your computer card reader? Okay, if I can do it, Opta something or whatever. It just card thing goes in here. I've tried everything.
You have a slot where you can actually put that into the computer without using that reader?
Yeah, but the thing is, I can take with this card reader, take out my the SD, not the SD, but that micro SD out, and put a 32 in it, and it'll read it. But if I put a 64 or 128 in it, it won't. This says insert the disk. Well, I've got it inserted.
Well, what I'm saying, Paul, is like on my computer, I have a slot where I can just put that in without going through that adapter. I wonder if that adapter doesn't allow you to use bigger.
Maybe. I don't know. I just
yeah, in the front of mine, I have a vertical slot where I can put in.
Well, I don't have that on my computer.
See here, Paul.
Yeah. It's just a slot in the computer. Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
sticking out right there.
So I don't know if it's a card reader or what, but it's funny because I can put it in the drone. Even the 128, it recognizes. I even formatted it in the drone. Take it out, go put it in the computer, and I can't find it. It could be the card reader. I don't know. Maybe I should look in. I don't know. It's called Optex, the one I got, but I don't know. Is there another?
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of name brands. There's different ones.
Yeah, but it just put a 32, it works perfect. Put a 64 or a 128, the computer can't find it on that thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, AZ. He needs to try another card reader, right? Maybe directly into this computer. Doesn't it have a slot in the back for it or no?
Well, I tried the bar thing. I've tried in the top. I've tried in the back. I went upstairs. I have another computer, went up there, and it still won't read it up there.
Yeah, I'm suspecting the card reader.
Yeah.
But that would be that we're just guessing because unless we see what does it say on the screen when you plug it in?
Huh?
What does the screen say?
Insert? Okay, look, I'll tell you. I'll see if I can do a screen share here. Okay. So this is just my regular screen. So this is 32 in here. Okay.
Yep.
So I'll plug it in. Okay, go look for it. It's down. Okay, here. There's the files. Okay.
Yep.
Up here, 100 media, Panner media. Okay, cool. Okay, so if I pull this out, okay, now I'll put a 64 in here. Okay, same card reader, same everything, same holder. Okay, now I hit it here. It comes up, and it says right there, H, that it's there. Click on it. It says, please insert a disk in the USB drive. Please insert a disk in the USB drive H. Well, there's a disk in it. But I take that back out and put a 32 in there, it'll work. But it won't work.
That is strange.
I'm just going, really? But yet I can put it into the drone.
What's
format? I can do anything I want with it.
What's the make of the card?
It's a SanDisk.
Okay.
Well, I got 3 of them, AZ, and 128. They're all new ones. Okay, all brand new. If I can see one not working, okay, I can get that. But there's 3 of them, and plus a 128 gig. And I've tried this management. I've tried everything. It says I've even tried to go in and format. It says it can't format because I can't see it. But yet I can format it in the hotel. No problems. I've done pictures on it. I've done video on it. Everything else. Take it out of the drone. Take it here and put it there. And says insert that disk again. Well, it is there, but why? Why is it not reading it? It's just mind blowing here. I just.
Garth wants to know: is it USB 2 or USB 3? Whether you're
I've got all of them on this computer here.
Yeah.
I've got all of them. And I've tried it in different slots and everything else. But I tried, because if you put it in and do it, it's funny because you go in there and do properties, but it won't go. It'll go unknown capacity and all that because it can't read it. It sees the reader, but it don't see the card. So I don't know if it's a card reader or what. Cards are brand new. So last night I ordered some more 32s because I needed more cards, but I don't know.
Newfound Drone Bill says it looks like, sounds like a USB driver problem.
I uninstalled it. Okay. Went into, the computer, uninstalled the driver, and reload it, automatic reloads when you put it back in. Driver's up to date. It's the best one there is that says for that driver and everything else. The computer's like, that was it a year old, if that? It's not like it's an old computer. I even went upstairs and tried an old computer. Still doing the same thing. I don't know. Maybe the card reader itself, I don't know. But I don't want to use that cards on a job, and then I come back here and I can't use them because I can't read it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have an extra card reader laying around in the drawer to try.
Yeah. No, I don't have one. I don't think I've got one around here. Maybe I just order another card reader. I don't know. These order the file system on the SD card may not be set. Well, I went and watched videos last night on YouTube. I told you I was 2 or 3 hours last night trying to figure out this damn thing. Yeah. I'm going, really? Like, oh,
AZ put a link in there, I think, for a card reader, Paul.
Okay, let me see what you got here. Okay. It's only $13 here. That's delivered to Canada. I wonder if I can get that right here in Canada. Okay, if I just highlight this.
And then go to Amazon Canada, CA.
Yeah, I'll just copy that. Okay, I'll go to mine. Let's see if I can paste it. Yeah, I can get it here. It's $25. Huh.
How soon will you get it?
Tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the time you go out with your bus runs, you'd have the new card.
Yeah.
At least that an answer, 20.
Yeah, it is. AZ, it is a USB 3 one. Here, I'll show it to you. Just give me a second here. Okay, I'll pull this up. Okay, share screen. Okay, right here. Okay, so the SD card, or the same one that you sent me there, 3.0, adapt portable 2 slots, Type C, USB. Yeah, because I can do Type C here. That's not a problem. Yeah. Or the USB 3.0. That's just that one there. Does it really matter if it's Type C or just a regular USB? AZ, Dave, 2 terabyte large capacity. But it'll read up to that.
Well, I see on the end it has an output, right? So you could put a cable on it, but
yeah,
the other one doesn't.
Yeah.
SD card reader.
Yeah.
Hey, Justin.
What's going on?
He spent all night last night trying to get his card reader to read his SD cards.
Faster going with that route? Okay, thanks, Dave. Okay, look at that. Bye now. It'll be here tomorrow. Well, thanks, AZ. We'll try it. Hey, what the hell? We got nothing to lose. But it's weird because it'll go up to 32 gigabytes or 16s or whatever I got here. That all works. As soon as I go to 64, it won't read it. It said insert card. Well, no, it's in there. Even I did the 128. Nope, not in there. Well, we'll try that. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I have it on my computer right here in the top. It has a USB-C in it. So.
All right.
It's not a big deal. It's I can do that. That's easy enough. And I also got, I don't know what the hell this other thing is, an adapter or something I got here in the package. It goes from USB-C to C to a regular USB too if I needed it, but I got a USB-C right here connection on the top there. I think there's 2 of them there. No, there's just one there. Well, it probably is. You very well could be there, AZ. So What the hell? I'll try it. I'll try anything once. But it's just frustrating because I don't want to go out and do a job and then I got the pictures on there and I can't get them off, right? Oh, okay, probably. Well, thank you very much, David. So, yeah, look at that Amazon order; it's on the way. Okay, cool. Okay. I ordered some more 32 just in case, but yeah. The only problem with 32 gigabyte cards is that when you start filming 4K video, holy crap, it eats a card up pretty quick. Thanks, Dave. Yeah.
Well, David, and a lot of the people here, Bill, David, they all know that stuff. At my age and stage, it's just like I'm a lost boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you put out things, Paul? Invites?
No, I didn't, but I did post it.
Okay. Okay.
I can, yeah, let me go back and do that now. It's probably a good idea. Uh, So Justin, how was your trip? Mr. Busch Gardens.
Yeah. You missed a bush garden? I don't know.
Is he frozen?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
No, I'm trying to pull this video up so I can
Okay.
show you, but it's not wanting to come through. Everything went really good though yesterday.
What time, Jen? I saw you were on last night.
Yeah, I was looking on late as hell. Um, but yeah, it went good. We didn't really ride any rides because the lady that was her and her husband that were supposed to show up and go with us didn't wouldn't answer the phone and never showed up, so we didn't have anybody to watch our stuff and because you couldn't take it. Like this is the thing is that Legoland they had little cubbies you could put your shit in on all the rides, like I said. And you could get on the ride and then come out. There, dude, they were trying to sell you a locker every time you went on a damn ride. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Where the Alright, two. Isn't it showing all my stuff in there?
Well, I think the rain's all gone, isn't it, Paul? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think it
What's,
is.
what's the UAV forecast doing? Ooh, we got a little bit windy today, up to 30 mile an hour around supper time, 31 mile an hour, gusting.
I should probably try and get a hold of Lynn and find out if she ever got her electric back. She was having a heck of a time last night.
What's that?
There was a
Oh, yeah.
the wind blew and a tree went onto her lines and the lines caught on fire, and so her generator started up and it ran for about an hour and a half and then it stopped, and she couldn't get she's got that Generac system, and
Yeah.
it didn't fire up again, and she was in the dark. Last I knew, she was going to go out in the wind and start up the generator on her motorhome and then run some power cords. At least she'd have some lights inside. Extension cords from the motorhome in.
Well, you can do a manual override if you open the Generac up and hit a button.
But she doesn't know, and I didn't know. So
because there's a switch in there. You go one way for automatic and the other way for manual. Just flip it over in manual and automatically start up. Pretty simple. Yeah.
So anyway, she was sitting in the dark and I couldn't tell her, and I didn't know, and I didn't know who to call, and I thought about driving down there, but then I thought, well, because the police and fire department down there, nobody from the Edison ever showed up the last I knew.
Yeah. Wow. She said what happened, the whole line from both 5 streets all burnt. Well, they're not going to replace it at nighttime. They'll replace it today during the daytime.
Yeah.
But like mine, I just open up the lid and there's the panel right there and it just said manual or automatic.
You got Generac?
Yep. It's a little bit older one, not real old, but I mean, there's no hours on it, because it only runs for 12 minutes or something.
Yeah, hers starts up every Wednesday and runs and then takes the load and then shuts down.
Well, mine runs about 2:15 on a Sunday afternoon, so probably be 1:15 today, I guess. It doesn't do the time change thing, but no, mine it's funny. If the hydro goes out here, it goes dark, then all of a sudden you hear the generator fire up, then you hear a big bang down in the basement. There's a solenoid that's
Did you ever get your generator running? Did you ever get your generator running?
Nothing.
You have nothing. Well, Paul Hodges has a Generac, and he was just telling me how to reset it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a switch, a rocker switch, and it says manual or automatic. Okay, you put it over the manual.
I already did that. It didn't work.
It didn't work. Oh, okay.
Nope. I'm just dead in the water. I'm sure this morning everything's rotted in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
I'm still laying in bed. I don't want to get up and face all this.
Can't you put the fridge into your RV?
No, that's all covered up, and I'm in the house. I'm in my bedroom.
Okay.
It just it's aggravating.
Well, and plus she kept saying last night, Paul, I want a cigarette. I want a cigarette. I want a cigarette.
Yeah, and this don't help. But I know on that rocker switch, if you put it to the middle, just to off, give it a second, then turn it back to automatic, it usually resets any faults that's in there.
I can try it again. I mean, I unlocked it and had it open last night and everything, and I had a flashlight in my mouth, and finally I just said, screw this shit. So at 9, about 9:45, I just went, or 11:45, I went to bed.
Yeah.
Well, Lenny, do you want me to come down and see if I can't help you with it?
I don't think there's anything that you could do.
Well, what I was thinking, we get Paul on the cell phone, maybe he could walk us through it.
But they, I know this sounds stupid.
Go ahead.
The only thing I got power on is my phone because I turned off the iPad and everything else. you might want to report it to DTE again.
Well, Paul, Paul's talking to us. What do you think, Paul?
I know it's stupid, but you said something last night about shutting the switch off, the hydro off. You didn't touch the panel downstairs, did you?
Yes,
The hydro panel, you never touched it.
Yes,
yes, I did.
yes, you
I
did.
turned it off. That's what the police or the firemen told me to do.
Oh, so she's
I
got her
wonder-
main panel all shut down.
No,
Oh.
it's back on now.
Oh,
It's turned on, but I have nothing. But the fireman last night told me to go to the basement and turn it off. So I did. So after the fire was gone, I went downstairs, turned it back to the on position, and got nothing.
Okay, I just kind of wondered maybe you do have hydro and you don't know it.
I don't know, but I just want DTE to get their friggin' asses here and fix this. I'm so thankful it's not freezing cold.
Because
I
you shouldn't have to touch.
I would have been forced to get into the RV.
But the funny thing is, with Generac, you shouldn't have to touch the hydro panel because it automatically, as soon as the generator kicks on, it automatically takes off the main hydro and switches over to Generac power. Okay? You don't touch the hydro panel
so
whatsoever.
that fireman was full of shit.
Well, it's a little, that doesn't help me.
Okay, because there's a sensor. If the hydro does come back on, that's what causes the generator to shut off to switch back over to main hydro. But if you shut your breaker off at your main panel, you're not going to have hydro. You won't know if you got hydro or not.
Does she got a Generac panel too?
Yes.
A regular
Yeah,
panel?
it's a
and
complete
Generac?
Generac system.
Yeah,
Yeah, but, okay, so she got two panels then. She's got the house
No,
panel. and-
no. I
What-
handle it. Everything's inside that box.
All of her electronics are inside the box on the outside of the house.
yeah, but downstairs there's another panel.
Yeah,
No, there's not.
There's not.
It's
Oh,
direct.
okay.
Direct
Okay.
wired.
Oh, it's the one that's wired outside to the meter then.
Yeah.
Yes.
whoa. So your whole
And
house
the meter's
runs on,
dead. There's nothing. The meter shows it's nothing. The panel is empty.
Yeah, okay, 'cause I've got two hydro panels downstairs, one Generac and the other one is my regular hydro panel.
yeah, you got two.
But it's got
panels.
a solenoid.
There's no way,
Yeah.
there's no way you only got one panel. You got two. You got your regular hydro panel and then the Generac panel.
No, some of the whole house ones connect outside by your
outside.
hydro meter.
Garth, and it's locked
It's outside and it's locked.
Yeah,
on the side of the house in a big box, and it says Generac.
Did you open that up?
I can't get it open. I don't have the key for that one. I opened up the big square box.
What kind of lock is on it?
I don't know. I'm laying in bed.
There's
Is it
no,
just-
now hang on now, there's, on your Generac box, there's no breakers?
No.
Oh, man, I don't know.
there should be a breaker inside the Generac box, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to get it open. Is it a regular lock, Lenny, or is it just one of those wire cable locks?
No, it's a regular lock. We need bolt cutters to get it off.
Oh, man. I never heard of that. It's gotta have some kind of, there's gotta be breakers.
there is, no, there
If
is,
there is, it's inside that box that I can't get to.
Why the hell would Generac lock the box from you getting in there?
Well, it's the asshole that she's got installers with.
well, no,
I
it's
didn't know
probably
we had
DTE.
a major problem with him.
No, it's because
And,
the Generac box is on the outside of her house, right?
Yeah, but see, what she's saying, Garth, is she had major problems with the installer right from the get-go.
He
Okay,
never followed up. I had to get someone else to do my maintenance on it. I never heard from him again. Every time I tried to contact him, he did not reply. And the worst part is, everybody in town knows this guy. They think he's a good guy. He's an asshole.
yeah, there's basically the Generac box, you gotta have breakers. You can't not have breakers, okay, so. I could see
Yes,
where
I
they
did
would
read
block
it,
it.
but I can't get to
But
them.
see, what usually there's just a solenoid that slams it over from main hydro to generator hydro.
Yes,
I think. Yeah, I'm not. See, mine. Like I said, I got a separate panel in the basement just for the Generac, right?
does anybody else in your area have power and you're the
Oh,
only one?
you guys, everybody has power on both sides of her and across the street.
Okay, it's your Generac panel then.
It's something to do with the Generac. Everybody else has got hydro and she isn't. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's,
we need to get into that panel and see what it says, right?
Well, it's a high powered thing. I wouldn't get near it.
No, you're not getting into it.
Yes, I am.
I put in 3 calls to Phil
okay,
Turpinning from TNT Electric. He hasn't called me back. Nothing from DTE. I have contacted them 3 times. Finally, I just said, I have to go to bed because I want a cigarette and I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the babies and I just came in and it was a 3-dog night in the bed.
oh, nice.
Okay.
Well, keep on bet, Nick.
I'll find some
No,
bolt.
there's I can't do that.
I'll find some bolt cutters and be down.
Oh, Jesus. No.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of
There's
it.
something.
We can at least look and make sure that the switches are right in the Generac panel.
Well, no, like,
I would rather have a licensed electrician be doing this shit.
yeah, Paul. There's pretty powerful hydro there. But your hydro panel in the basement, is it on or off?
It's turned on.
It's turned on? Okay. I'd
Well,
go
that way
down
they
and
came
just
out during
flip
the
it
night,
one
I
more
was
time
sleeping.
and back
You
again.
know, sleeping last night. I have a ceiling fan in my bedroom that goes all the time. It was tough trying to go to sleep. No fan.
Yeah.
Because what might happen is downstairs in the panel, it tripped, but it didn't come all the part way. It only comes part way, so you got to reset it and then put it back again to on again on your main panel.
I've done that 4 times.
Oh, okay, that's good then. Okay, that's good, Lynn. Yeah, you're gonna have to have an electrician.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be down there.
No, there's nothing you can do.
I just made Paul the host so that I can come down there.
There's nothing you can do. That's where you're at.
Oh,
Oh,
Lenny,
he's
Lenny-
hard-headed, Lynn.
we'll get it. We'll get it.
You want to get me a damn electrician down here.
Well,
Not you. An electrician.
what it might be, usually it's something simple. It's just like, the big dilemma you had with the heater in your motorhome,
Hey,
it's
can-
That was a huge thing. I had to have a whole new furnace.
Hey, can you put the outside camera on so we can watch her kick your ass?
And you-
Try to get an electrician that.
yeah, you're on the show. Yep.
I would swell.
Well, that's all right. I'll be down.
Oh, no, you're not.
I think I
Funny at my age.
I think I got bolt cutters out in the garage.
No, I need an electrician.
I know you do, but I'll be down.
It'd be a
No,
lever
there's
on the
nothing
box
you can
or
do,
something.
and I'm not dressed.
I don't need to come in the house. Me and I'll just come down and check it out.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
If you come, you better be damn well bringing me some coffee.
Oh,
What do you want?
Tim Hortons.
Coffee. I got cream and sugar here.
Okay.
he's just gonna leave it on the steps and run.
Okay.
I kept thinking last night, how the hell?
Oh, she's gonna kick your ass. You better have a copy.
Yeah. Okay.
It's crazy.
All right. We'll be down.
Oh,
Okay.
swell.
Okay, honey. Bye.
Bye.
That sounds like her Generac
God.
is not installed right because the whole reason to have a Generac.
Yeah, switch back and forth. Yep.
Yeah. So
They have an automatic solenoid on them that,
Well, you said though that there's a manual reset in the switch the button, right?
yeah, should be a,
Well,
yeah.
that-
Yeah, but
Let me ask-
if it's down, it's not installed right.
Well,
That's just all there is to it,
Couldn't she just call Generac out there to fix the fucking thing?
no.
Generac.
It's gotta be a Generac, approved
Dealer.
a
Well,
dealer.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
She called a couple of them and no, they won't even answer her phone because there's a lot of places are down
Yeah,
because of the wind and everything. And of course, the Edison is going to go to the bigger areas. Hers is a smaller area. It was a tree went into the lines and the lines caught on fire
hey,
and tripped a couple of breakers and
hey, Paul, if
Yeah.
if you're not successful, tell her to call Mr. Electric. Because they're the number one Generac installer in Michigan. Okay, that's who I got, and they take care of mine.
yeah. Well, I hate to leave you guys, but I think I better go at least take her coffee and
Yeah, go take your coffee, Paul.
and
I would like to be able to.
Is there any camera on the Generac?
no. She's got it. Well, there would have been had she let me finish putting in the cameras, but
Okay, I'm hang on.
she's got no electric to run anything. So
Oh yeah, she doesn't have internet. That's right.
yeah.
Where's
That's
Art
you
keep dropping off?
backup power. Okay, cool. So, okay. Oh, yeah, she 20 kilowatt.
Yeah, she had some kind of electrical fire yesterday.
Now,
didn't
there
she?
should be a second panel, Paul. I'm just looking at all these homes.
Yeah, I always thought there was another panel in the basement.
Yeah.
But like you guys said, it's possible that this dude didn't install it correctly.
Well, see, there's a solenoid there that slams it over. You can manually override it, but
Wrong number.
there's a inside, Paul, inside the Generac panel, there's a little rod. You pull it out. It's insulated. You put it in the slot and then change it. But
Kevin, I got kind of a little emergency. I might need your help. Are you available?
Yeah, what do you need?
Lynn has been without power all evening down where she's living. And she has a Generac system and she's trying to figure out how to get it to the Generac went on and it ran for a couple hours and then it shut down and she's been without power now since last night about 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So do you have a set of bolt cutters?
No, I do not.
Okay, we might have to go and buy a set of.
Get a hacksaw. Somebody got a hacksaw?
just,
I don't have a hacksaw.
I got a hacksaw. Yep.
You got sawzall, yeah.
Well, remember my sawzall didn't work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, or just a grinder. Anything will work.
Yeah.
You got a little ankle grinder?
Yeah, something to cut metal. Okay. Well,
Yeah, it's
hacksaw would probably work though,
Yeah,
right?
that would work, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if you can come down, get dressed and come down, we'll shoot over there. I got to take her some coffee because she's having a fit. She stopped smoking about a week ago. So.
Yeah, let me use the restroom, get dressed and I'll be down.
Okay. All right. Thanks, buddy. Yep.
Make
Bye.
sure you guys tread carefully, talk slow. You don't
Oh,
want to
he's definitely afraid of Lynn. Oh, man.
walk up
I
on the
need to
porch.
know
and
what-
something.
I'm just sitting there trying to get manuals here, but I need to know what model she's got so I can figure it out.
Yeah, Marshall. What I'll do is I'll call you guys when I get there.
Yeah.
And maybe you guys can help walk me through everything before I set myself on fire. Well, it might be a good thing, you know.
No, Paul.
Well, because
Go live from your cell phone.
Justin will. How do you do that?
Just go to YouTube on your phone and then click on your link on your channel, just like you normally would.
Huh?
Oh my God, never mind. Just call us.
You can do such a thing? Huh. Go figure.
Jesus.
Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna start getting stuff ready. Well, I'll listen to you guys, but Paul, you're in charge and
I'm a large and in charge.
you're large and in charge, and you can go ahead and make co-host in case
Well-
anything happens. You can make whoever you want co-host.
But Paul, the reason the generator's not run because it's sensing hydro. Okay, so that generator ran for 2.5 hours. She got her hydro back. Okay, so the generator stops working because it's sensing that there is hydro in the line. It automatically shuts off.
That's right.
For some reason, it didn't slam back over to her actual hydro.
So what I'm wondering is, because she's had this for about 3 or 4 years, I'm wondering if inside the Generac, if it doesn't have, like you say, manual and a start button.
Yeah, it's got automatic or manual. Manual, you push it over, pull it down, it'll fire up in a way she might have hydro. You can't, okay. Then there's a breaker inside that box, should be just on the other side of the switch in there.
So when we start messing around with it, I'll go down, we'll go down the basement, we'll go down the basement and we'll throw off the main to outside.
You throw out the main,
Yep.
wait a few seconds before you go, oh, what the hell's going on here? Just throw it off, leave it off for a minute. The generator may fire up.
Yeah,
I'm betting it's the main in the basement. You know,
Yeah.
and when she said she tripped it and stuff, she didn't push it all the way to the left. Okay.
Yeah.
You know how it's got like a little fail safe on it?
yeah.
Hodges, you know, and so just push it to the left and then push it to the right to turn it.
If I go downstairs to my hydro panel right now, my main hydro panel,
Yep.
and I shut the 100 amp off.
Yep.
A few seconds later, my generator will fire up.
Yep.
Because she doesn't need to touch any of the breakers, like for this switch, that switch, or whatever. It's just the big one on top is the main throw, right?
Well, it could be a breaker, like a double breaker. You know, like 2 breakers connected together,
Yeah,
and it'll say main on it. Okay.
yep,
You know,
yep,
and depending on how, usually what they do, Paul, is when you look at her box in the basement, okay, all the old circuit breakers that used to run her house now are in the Generac box. So they either took the breakers out or they're disabled. They'll be all,
Disable them inside your
Yeah.
panel.
yeah.
But what they
There's
do,
no wires on them.
they run wires from your new Generac panel into your new panel. They just tie them together, but they pull the
Unless-
wire. Yeah.
Unless the electrician really screwed up and did a.
Now the electrician, when he wired my house, because I have it, so I got a 220 plug for a big generator to go on the outside of the house.
Yeah.
Yep.
What he did is he went in the box and he put in a 220 line that it says generator. So I turn that on or turn that off.
Yeah.
And then I go up to the
Power
top.
off,
I go up to the top and throw off the main.
Yeah.
Yeah, throwing off the main will shut off the whole house. Okay.
Yeah.
Is her generator a whole house generator?
Yes. Yep. It's one of those that, you know, the typical picture looks like a big box on the outside of the
Yeah,
house.
but some of them are not whole house. They're only like everything except for the air conditioning or something.
No, hers is whole house.
Whole house, okay.
She paid
Yeah.
like 10 grand for it.
Okay,
It's a big bugger, you know?
okay.
Yeah. One of the first things I do, just go down, see if the hydro panel, just shut it off and wait a minute. See if the
Yeah.
generator fires up.
Yep.
You know,
Because
you know what the other worry here is that she said that she was unhappy with the way that they service the generator. You know, the way, what they're supposed to do when they service your generator every year is change the oil.
Change the oil in the filter. Yeah, the filter.
And if they aren't doing that, then she might have some kind of other crazy ass problem, you know, so.
Yeah.
Cause I have mine done every year and, you know, I know exactly what they do. They tell me what they do every year, so.
Yeah.
Well, I got a sensor in mine, Paul, that acts up every once in a while. It's a low oil sensor, but it's
Yeah.
full of oil. And every once in a while it says there's low oil. The sensor screws up. All I do is go over and put a rocket to the middle and go back to automatic and it works fine. It just cancels out the.
Well, I'm gonna start getting ready, guys. You guys,
Yeah.
you guys are my brain trust. I used to have a friend of mine who was older that was an electrician, but he died 2 years ago, so.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
no.
Justin, is that your gas station dog?
Yeah,
What's his name now?
Tyson.
Tyson, okay.
Yeah.
He's hanging with Pop, right?
Oh, yeah. He's a big old baby. Yeah, I know. I wish I could get a hold of Sean, because that's actually, Sean is a licensed electrician, but he unfortunately is sleeping right now, so.
Hmm.
He's working night shifts, so.
Oh, we got JD in there. He knows what to do.
Is he an electrician?
No, just being funny.
Okay.
Hey, JD. And Marshall's in there too this morning. Yeah.
No signs today, Hodges?
No, today's Sunday.
Okay.
Even if they come off today, they're not being done till tomorrow. I don't work weekends anymore. I used to.
Yeah.
Well, in the winter time or something, if I had nothing to do and had finger up my butt or something, I might go do it. But I don't. I got them to the point where they're trained now that
I went up to Port,
I'm glad to do it for you Monday morning.
I went up to Port Huron last night. Hodges.
Oh yeah, you did. I see that in the article earlier there. So
Yeah, it was pretty cool, you know. It was windy as hell there. I mean,
yeah,
it was the warm, but that's what was nice about it. Okay.
yeah.
And I had tracked the freighter, and I had thought it was going to be like 7:30, and I was off by 15 minutes. It came
Oh.
at 7:45, so it was pretty neat seeing it at night. You know? It's kind of spooky. It kind of creeps up on you because you can't see anything, and all of a sudden, bang! It's comes out of the dark.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, that's here. Okay, I'm here. It didn't go anywhere, guys. I want to try something.
Do you guys think that this would be any good to help her at all? It has a one.
No, that won't do anything, Paul.
No, but I mean, like, do you think it'd run a coffee maker or anything, or?
No, I don't think it'll last very long.
Hell is that thing?
It's got 4 bars on it.
Yeah,
What is that?
it's a inverter.
Oh,
It's a Halo Bolt. You can either start your car, you can run 110 on the side.
The coffee maker's gonna burn up that and go 30 seconds. They take a lot of amperage.
Well, I'll stop and get her a coffee.
what's up, JD?
But on the side, it's got a place where you can charge up, so she could charge up
Yeah, I'm
some
gonna
of her
have some,
electronics, like her phone.
Well, she can check. You charge up her cell phone and all that on that, Paul,
Yeah.
or iPad or whatever she needs to do. She can charge that of it. Yeah, but as far as a coffee maker, I don't think so.
What?
A cute little bugger. Yeah. You ever find out what kind of breed he is?
Yeah, we looked it up. We're pretty confident that he's a Chihuahua and Wiener dog mix.
Yeah.
Because if you look up a Chiweenie, he looks identical to them.
Oh, okay.
I usually don't like small dogs, but he's got a really good personality. So
Well, I'm usually not big on male dogs, but Vader, he's just been wonderful. So Yeah, she's still without power, but their neighbor's got hydro, but she don't.
You got any?
There's a problem between the Generac generator there, JD, and the hydro. So Paul's going over. He's going to take her a coffee over, but take a quick look at it. There's something screwy going on there between her Generac and the main hydro. There's some breaker or something. Something going on there.
Lynn is without power down there. They had a tree going into the lines, and the lines caught on fire, and the fire department's down there. And her, she's got one of those really expensive Generac.
Yeah, but that's why she don't have hydro because the generator's not running because it senses hydro.
Is that all you wanted? Just two of them?
What's up, USA Drone Flyer?
But for some reason, it didn't go back over to automatically switch back over to hydro for some reason, unless the breaker panel is off in the basement or something, or the only reason there's something. There's a solenoid that slams over, right? Between generator power and hydro power. And you can open up the panel in the basement and put a rod in there that's insulated, and you switch it up back to main hydro power or down to generator power. But
he's an electrician, but he's also authorized Generac service person.
I thought he was going to go over and help her. He hasn't left yet. Now he's on the phone again.
I think he's talking to his neighbor.
All right,
Yeah.
I just was wondering. I'm gonna head down there now. Okay, thanks, and bye.
No, he's on the phone.
Okay, we're.
Hey, Uncle Bill. There's a gangster if I ever seen one.
I'm so tired.
Take this with it. This is just a little baby kidder electronic. She's been fed up, Betty. She's just so happy to see you.
I guess he's taking Mia with him.
Yeah, Kevin, my upstairs tenant, he's gonna go with me.
Is he?
Yeah.
Good. Do not stick your fingers in the hydro panel. Hey, let's see if there's hydro here. Yep, yeah, there's hydro.
I've got testers and stuff too. Cool. Is it chilly enough for a jacket or not?
Yeah, it's chilly. I got 2 shirts on right now.
Yeah, keep Paul's fingers out of things there. That's it, Paul. Hey, take your drone with you in case there's a house fire.
Oh, no, I just gotta get a light jacket on.
We got-
Okay, so
Paul,
all
Paul.
else fails, you guys have a great life.
Hey, Paul, you got a flashlight?
But life flight, no. Yeah,
flight?
life flight, yeah. My life flight is Sweet Chariot.
Yeah, okay. No,
Laying low.
light. So you can see in the dark.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be dark in the basement.
Yeah, we need it's a good idea. Yep.
Yeah, you better take a flashlight.
Oh, man.
We better take a couple of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can see in the basement.
I just charged that one up you were using. Okay. We'll grab some tools out there. What would I need screwdrivers or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably at number 2 Robertson.
Okay, all right. Yes, Mia, you get to go.
Anyways, my panel on there is put on with a number 2 Robertson on the Generac panel. If you got to take it off.
Well, my only thing is too, is like, when they installed that panel, it's technically your equipment, you paid for it, so why is there a lock on there that she doesn't have a key to as the owner
Well,
of?
if it might be sometimes on a whole house, on a whole house one, the panels actually, there's a panel outside at the hydrometer. And I think what it is, there's a lock put on it so kids or people or whatever just can't go in there and screw around with it. Okay. But I don't know who put the lock on, if it was Detroit Energy or the guy that installed the panel and never give her a key or something. I don't know.
Well, the electric company, if it's not their equipment, they wouldn't have put a lock on it, and they don't use those, they don't generally use padlocks, they'll use
Yeah.
those.
And usually they have to
Can't
put a decal or something on right beside the meter saying this house has got a generator too, eh?
Yeah, cause a lot of the utility companies are pretty adamant on, when it's on your side, it's on your side, we don't touch it.
Yeah. Oh
Type
yeah. No.
thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't understand why he wouldn't give her a key to the box, because technically she owns that regardless.
Yeah. Maybe forgot or something. Maybe don't know, or he just he's had problems with this installer anyways. Apparently, so.
So it's just like, that's the one guy in her area, the only one that does Generac, is that the problem?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you there, Justin. But see, my box outside's got locks on it too, but I never lock it. You just turn two things and lift the lid up, and everything's right there, right?
Alright,
Mine's in the basement, right next to my other panel.
Well, yeah, the Generac panel is right beside your main hydro panel because they got to connect the two together, right? And there's
what-
breakers in that panel too.
Yeah. Isn't that what Lynn's got?
No, I don't think she has that. I think she's got what's called whole house. I don't think there's a second panel because it hooks in downstream of the hydrometer. Sometimes there's a box that goes outside, right beside the hydrometer, which is downstream, not upstream, downstream of the meter. And there should be a switch in there or a breaker or something in there. Maybe the breaker tripped in that box. You don't know, right? But like I said, the best thing for him to do first thing is go down there, the main hydro panel, flip it over to off for sure, and see if the generator starts up.
Yeah.
Okay? Because mine, if I go down and my 100 amp, because that's why I got here for service, I flip the main breaker off. About 20 seconds later, you'll hear the generator fire up. Then you hear the box at the Generac box go bang because it switches over the main hydro to Generac. Okay.
Yeah.
If it's running, then what you do is you turn your main power, your 100 amp, back on, and you should a few seconds later you hear the generator slam back over to main power, and a few seconds later the generator will shut down again.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably does that when it fires up for a test every week too, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah. Mine does exactly the same thing,
yeah.
But it will, if you trip a breaker, if I trip a breaker in the house, it'll trip my Generac panel.
Yeah. What? Well, mine, you lose a regular breaker, not a big deal. Nothing happens here. But if you lose hydro, it will automatically because it's funny because you'll hear a big bang in the hydro panel because when the solenoid slams over, right? Because it can't go slowly, it's got to go quickly over unless you come up with an electronic one or something that's quieter, but I don't know. I know how mine works, so because like even every week when it does test every week,
Yeah.
it just doesn't change the hydro, just generator just starts up. That's all.
Yeah.
It doesn't switch over or nothing like that. The only way you get to switch over is to shut your hydro off.
Or you can go out and do the test.
Yeah.
There's a test button on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does yours, Paul, on the generator itself, does it got like a flip up panel on the front of it where you can see the controls for it?
Yeah. You just flip up the lid and there's a panel there, but also above the panel, farther over towards the hinge, there's another breaker there.
Okay. Yeah. You probably got a bigger one than mine. Do you have a whole house or is it?
No, mine's got eight outlets.
Yeah, mine Mine does everything except for the AC and then one or two other circuits. Because it
Yeah.
was like, it was,
Yeah.
and it worked great for us, you know.
Well, because I got mine, some of them are on lights. Another one for my fridge, another one for my freezer.
Yeah,
And I got, some outlets around the house too that are powered up, like my computer and my router and all that. I'll get
mine was sump pump. I had to have.
Oh yeah, I don't have that. So
We're in the Cinco Shores and there's a lot of water and stuff, and I cannot be without a sump pump. My sump pump.
no, you gotta have something up. I know my neighbor there. He's got a sump pump over here, and I told him, if you ever lose hydro, inside my shed door, there's an outlet, and it's powered off the generator. So I have to run an extension cord over. And I've got them too. If you need, I got 100 footers. So
I've had my Generac, Paul. I think it's been maybe 12 years. We've had it.
Yeah.
And we've never had a single problem with it. Not a single. We service it every year too. So
Yeah. Now, mine every once in a while, it'll screw up some kind of low oil sensor. Use up.
is it when it's cold outside?
Sorry, I'm just doing that. What was that?
Was it cold does it do that when it's cold outside?
No. It's some kind of oil sensor that the oil level is low.
Mhm.
That's a protection, okay?
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's full of oil, like the dipstick, and its oil's clean and everything else.
The guy that does our service, they're the the local Generac distributor or whatever, and he told me, you never want to service it in cold weather because of the oil. He said and it's about changing the oil, because changing the oil is really important. He said make sure you do it before, don't service it in December, do it in October.
I think mine's got synthetic oil in it, so yeah.
They change it anyway, but
Yeah. Oh yeah. But
yeah, it was the best money I ever spent.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think I've actually even had to use mine, to tell you the truth.
We've had a couple times where we've had it, running for a day, but not, that's 12, almost 15 years. Well, I'm seeing something. See on my screen, I can see it says Garth Flood is talking. I've never seen that before. Do you see that? Where it's got
What's that?
Wow.
No, the only thing I see is just a green box comes up.
Now it says
talking
drone, somebody's talking. Drone Gaming is talking.
Yeah. I've seen that come up before, but it's not coming up on mine right now. But I've seen that before. Especially when you guys are blacked out, no camera, usually it says
Maybe that's it, because both me and Justin are blacked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because yours just goes yellow. It says Phantom Hodges.
Yeah, it goes yellow.
Box.
Well, see, right now, when you're talking, the yellow went around your box. But I used to get that on here too. I think there was an update though, but I don't know.
Oh, so I got a box too? Because I don't even show a box on mine.
Yeah, as soon as you start talking, the yellow box goes around. Same with Justin.
Let's see. Yeah. Well, maybe that's what mine is doing. It's just doing the script instead of a box.
Yeah, I don't know. I used to get that too, but let me see. Let me stop my video. If I can. Okay, no, I'm talking. No, I got a yellow box around mine. So
yeah, but you know what? You're in the script now. Start talking.
Yeah.
Now you're not. You must have switched back, right?
Well, I think there was another update. I think, and I think since then I don't think I've seen it. Because I used to watch it all the time. Well, what the hell? Where'd that come from? And then all of a sudden it disappeared. So I don't know.
I was on a stream a couple weeks ago and this guy had just started doing the stream.
Yeah.
And, he could, let people come in or not, you know what I mean? And so he tried to let somebody come in and they didn't know how to turn off their, to mute their,
Yeah.
thing. And it was horrible. And the guy that was the host, he didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know to tell the guy, and that was pretty crazy.
So they didn't have any idea what the hell was going on.
Yeah, they were watching the scroll while the sound was on, and it was feeding back into the guy's mic, and it was just, oh my God. And then people on the chat were texting the scroll saying, hey, turn your damn thing off, and no, they didn't know how to do it or what did, and even the guy that was running the stream had a mixer and a hot dog microphone and a headphone setup, and he was all pumped up, and he thought he could handle everything in the mixer, but so basically I think I ended up going off of it because it was making my ears go crazy, and stuff. So.
I'll tell you the truth, Garth, I'm surprised. I don't know how the hell Murray ever figured out how to go live.
Yeah.
Trying
Yeah,
to teach
really.
him how to dial his damn phone is more pain in the ass.
Well, it's funny because you go, hey, we'll get a pair of bolt cutters and I'll cut the log up. Oh, that's not the way you turn the hydro on.
He's pretty, telling him what to do doesn't usually work,
Oh, he won't listen. He gets a one mind thing. He does it. And that's all there is to it.
Oh yeah, he's hard headed for sure.
Like, like yesterday, he wanted to go fly that ship. I went, really? Freaking Whitecaps and the spray is coming out the front of the ships in the river. Come on.
You
Trees are falling down because of freaking, and burning up hydro wires. And you want to go fly.
You should have seen it last night, Paul. It was the most bizarre thing. Right there where you're, in Port Huron, either on the Canadian side or the American side, there's a 7 knot current, so the water's just rushing through under the bridge there.
Yeah.
And last night the wind was blowing dead up the river. And so there were waves going into the current. It was the bizarrest thing you ever saw.
And the ship is southbound and it's splashing up because it's going so much the other way.
Yeah.
Pretty yeah, we're gonna go fly that ship. Yeah. Okay, let's go loot another drone. Yeah, more money.
It was like the other day when all that fog was there and we told him, remember what happened to the Air
Oh,
don't go.
Again, he does it anyways.
It made a beautiful video, but that's for sure.
Oh yeah, but still, I don't know. I guess if you, like JD said, if you don't risk it, you ain't gonna get those awesome shots. But
That's true.
I'm sorry, my drone's worth a little more money to me, or more personal to me, than just going to get that awesome shot. Like that's flying into a volcano.
Well, and this is like I said before too. I mean, it's been known that the sensors on those drones get really screwy from fog.
Yeah, but that had nothing to, Justin, that had nothing to do with that. You know what it was? The night before, and you were on the chat, AZ from Arizona, Dave, was telling him, make sure that you update all the batteries. And he didn't do that because he wasn't listening.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
And I even said a couple times.
I told him too.
And so what he did is he went and he put one of the non-batteries in there. So it crapped out on him 3/4 of the way through. Okay. And then after that, he sat there and figured everybody told him how to do it, and he updated all the batteries and everything was fine. So
yeah, because he couldn't even get the Air 2S off the ground, and
Yeah.
he ended up having to use the Mini 3.
But he knows how to fly a drone. I'll tell you that about him. He ain't no rookie doing that. That's for sure.
Well, see, that's the thing, like I've said before too, is like, when it comes to panning around stuff like that, especially a moving object, doing that freehand is really hard.
Yeah.
That takes some practice for sure. Anybody can do it if they practice enough, but
He did one if you want to check out one, he did one yesterday, look at the one he did yesterday. And he was flying that drone into like a 30-mile-an-hour wind, okay? Coming down current around a ship, and he could hardly make up. He was having trouble getting in front of the ship, okay? Because he was fighting the wind. Okay, then he went around, and you could tell by watching the video what trouble he was having. But you know what? He went through it like a trooper. You know what I mean? He didn't flinch it or anything, so
Right.
I got a
that's
lot
what-
of respect for him as a flyer,
Like, I've practiced doing freehand just around like a water tower, and it's not easy doing it on a stationary target,
Yeah,
let alone a moving target, because it's not so much the panning, it's trying to keep the same speed, the same distance from the object, so it's a
Yep.
nice smooth pan around.
exactly.
It's hard to do. And I got to the point where I was just using the auto features, the quick shots, because it was easier. I could just lock onto it, hit the button, and the fucking drone would do it by itself. But
Yeah.
there was times where I did do it. I did pretty good job when I would do it. But I would always screw up somewhere in it, like 3/4 of the way through. I would start getting really close to the water tower. Like just inadvertently, I would start like almost panning into the water tower, and I'd have to back up. But he does a really good job freehand, I'll tell you that.
I know it's here.
What was that?
Oh, just me going to a video. I had to shut the sound up.
You know, that disc that you're having trouble with, Paul, the stick,
Yeah.
was it a scan disc?
Yes. Yeah. SanDisk. Yeah.
Was it one of the ones that has the red slider on the side to close
Yeah.
it?
But I've got ones that I've tried it both ways.
Okay, because I have one, bought a bunch of those at one time, and I had one that it wouldn't work at all for some reason. And then crazily, a year later, I tried it again, and it started working, so I don't know what to think of that.
And I checked for updates on my Windows 11. There was an accumulative update. I did that,
Right?
but I went into the USB portion under device manager and all that, and shut off or uninstalled the driver.
Yeah.
Then when you reboot, it reloads that driver. I went that. Oh, I've tried everything.
Did you now on your log that you have there, the thing that's got all the USBs on it there on
Yeah.
the side, does that got switches too, where you can switch them on and off?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Shut them on, off and on. Yeah.
Okay, the one thing I would try if I was you, and don't do it now because you'll have to turn the computer off, is turn all the switches off, okay?
Yeah.
Turn the one on that you want to try, plug in the USB, shut your computer down, okay? And then start up your computer with that switch on and the log in there and see if it sees it and you can read it then, okay?
Yeah. Well, it's funny. It can read the drive, but it can't read the disk. That's what throws me off. It's not that it can't read the drive, because it's there. It's H drive. Okay. I even went in and changed the letter of the drive. Right. Because I was on YouTube, and this guy reading the SD the SD cards, and said go ahead and try changing the drive letter. Sometimes that'll cure it too, but I tried that too. But it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's card reader. Maybe it won't read anything above 32. You know what I mean?
Is the card reader where is the card reader? Is the card reader on the actual on the disc?
Card reader? No, it's one of these right here. You plug it into USB, and the card. You put the card in there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Wow, that's bizarre. Yeah, maybe it's something to do with I would monkey. This is what I would do. I would hold your thing, get your card, and hold the stick in one hand and the card in the other, and stick it in and out of the in and out of the connector like 5 times, okay?
Yeah.
Or the next thing to try, the tech guys will tell you, try Inox. You got any Inox?
What's that?
It's it's like a, you know, you can buy it at electronic store, Inox it's called, and it's like a,
Well, I just
It's
bought
a-
a
it,
newer.
it helps clean the connection.
Oh, that there. Okay. Well, they're brand new cards, but this reader now.
Have
I
you
own
ever,
one. It'll be
But
here tomorrow.
if you push the card in and out, like if you do it, like what I'm saying is you just
Yeah.
do a manual, push in, push out, push in, push out. So you actually get the connector to, seat itself onto the card,
Well, the thing is, I can take the 64, I'll put the 32 in it, and it reads it no problem.
it might be that SD card insert
Yeah,
that
that's what
you're
I'm thinking.
using.
Yeah,
No,
the
no, no,
SD
no.
card.
No, it's not, I don't think it's the micro SD and I don't think it's the SD reader. I think it's that SD insert that you're using between the two.
No, I've got 5 of them. I've tried different ones.
Oh, okay, cause I was gonna
Yeah,
say
so
that
you
might be
You
something.
new.
can put a
And
32
they
a
come-
32
they
in there
come-
and it works fine.
And they came with the SD cards, plus I have an old one that I've been using fine. But
Take-
even those new SD cards put in the holder that goes into the computer, it works on a 32, but it won't work on a 64 or 128.
Now, the
Uh.
64 card that you got, Paul, is it new? Is it brand new?
Brand new. I got 3 brand new 64 cards
Okay, take a really close
And-
look at,
and a 128, and it won't
Okay.
read any of them.
Well, David
Okay.
just said the card reader firmware is too old. It doesn't support anything bigger than 30.
Well, that's what. Well, like I said, we're gonna hold off. I'm gonna wait till that new card reader comes in and see what happens. I just don't want to use the 64 or the 128 cards. It's funny, the drone can see them, no problems.
look at AC. Do you see what David from AZ says?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you,
Yeah.
you bought one that you can just put the micro SD in, you don't have to use that insert, right?
He did.
Yeah.
You'll be flying tomorrow, or you'll be
Well, I've got no. Don't get me wrong. I do have some 32 gigabyte cards that I can use. That's not
Yeah.
a big deal. But I thought because I've been shooting more stuff now in 4K, I need bigger cards, right?
Yeah.
And I think it was at the Phantom Pro, you couldn't use more than 32 or 64, I forget. But I had 32, I had 16s, and I went 32s. But I was shooting everything in video in 1080p, right? So, I really didn't worry about it. But see, the Phantom 4 Pro, the original one, couldn't use a big card, right? So anyways, so now I got the better drone. I think that 128 came with the drone, if I'm right. But anyways, doesn't matter. But I can't get the computer to read them with this thing here. So maybe this was the problem. So
Yeah.
we'll find out tomorrow. The other one's coming. I ordered a new one, update, it's a USB-C
Is
one
that-
and stuff.
that one that you were showing in your hand there, is that the only one you got of that?
Yeah, it's the only one I got right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna be smoking tomorrow when you get that.
I'm open to them, but anyway.
He bought one. AZ, did you tell AZ there? He bought a brand new one.
Yeah.
And it being USB 3.0 and USB-C. those
Yeah,
are
and of
very
course,
fast.
I've had this one for a few years, so.
Yeah. Yeah, you got your money's worth out of it. So what did you have to
I
pay?
think so, yeah. I mean, the new one was only what, $23 or something, I think I paid, but I ordered some more 32 just in case, but
Well, what's your average video length that you do in one?
well,
flight?
it usually don't take 32, but see, with 4K video, I've been doing with this new drone, instead of doing 1080p, I've been doing the 4K. So the files are bigger, of course, but I haven't filled up a 32 gig card yet, but
I wouldn't go bigger than 64. That way you just don't have too much shit on one card and then
I-
it get corrupted.
I've always been a big fan of that anyways, Justin.
Yeah,
I'm not going to put more than one set of pictures and video on a card because what I do personally, this is myself. I go do a job. I come over here, I edit it, I keep a copy on my computer and also put them on a jump drive so I can give it to a customer. Or I use that thing called WeTransfer and I transfer it to the agent. But I always keep a copy on not my main hard drive. I have a secondary hard drive, and it's the PCI ones, the little stick ones, but it's a terabyte. But after a while, I go in and I start deleting some of the ones, in case something happened to the on the transfer or the jump drive. I still got them, man, for a while. So, but then I format the SD card and it's cleaned off. Like I said, I don't keep a whole lot of photos on an SD card,
When you, I got a question for you, how you handle that for your customers. When you send them, when you transfer to them the video, okay, for that you.
Well, yeah, I don't.
For the
Well,
real estate, do they ever lose it on you?
No, I have one where I had a bad jump drive. Okay.
Yeah.
They couldn't read it. They said there was nothing on it or something. So I just re-downloaded it. I run it over to them and here, try this. Oh yeah, and it's working. Okay. It must have been just a bad jump drive. But no, like I always keep a copy for at least 6 months. I don't know why, but I do. But then I go in there and do a little house cleaning every once in a while.
That's probably a good idea because what they'll do is they'll erase the thing and then they'll need it again or something, right?
Well, and I got one guy particular. I used to, give him a jump drive every time he had a real estate job done. But he would, after he downloaded them, he'd clean them off, put them in an envelope, and then I'd get,
Send them back to you. Eh?
he'd get them back to me.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So some of them I never see again, but shit, they cost me $3.50. They're only 4 gigabyte ones. They're like cheap.
Yeah.
Because they don't do a lot of video around here at real estate. They mostly want pictures.
Yeah.
Well, picture files are small. So
Yeah, but you still do, I mean, video.
oh yeah, I'm own.
You do even with your drone, you do pictures, right? You break it out into pictures for them.
Oh yeah.
Because pictures from a drone are, who could do that? I mean, that's a great advertisement.
Yeah.
JD Bill. Is that JD? JD's on? Hey JD, did you download Fusion 360 yet?
I want to know if he put those jet things in the back of that truck yet or whatever.
Yeah, well,
We'll
be seeing the video of that pretty soon.
I want to see that when that thing takes off. See if it goes up and does donuts or it actually goes someplace.
Well, I think he's got it down. He's got weight in it. Okay.
I think a lot of it depends on the angle of the rockets, right?
Yeah, and the weight. Okay.
Yeah, the weight.
Got to have that the wheels making contact with the ground.
Well, that's what I told them too, because last time they did that rocket car with those little toy cars, it was just way too light.
Yeah, it's a combination of, well, it's just like any kind of car. It's the wheelbase, the wheel width, and the weight of it. Okay, you got it.
There you go, guys.
Power. There you go. Putting it all behind us.
But fucking mask wearing them on their ass.
That's got to be. Is that a Canadian thing, Paul?
I don't know. No, actually, it's out of the U.S. That's the Bob Perfect House. Yeah, they do a lot of stuff. Yeah. There's another good one here. I like this one here. This is I love seeing posters for lost cats. Your cat isn't lost, man. Cats don't get lost. Your cat left you. Oh, good, JD. Glad to hear that. All right, make sure you get good video. I want several camera angles. Yeah, he said he's going to launch the car today. Think about designing a model rocket. I might make the first project I do in Fusion. Oh, that'd be cool. Okay. Well, I wonder how Paul's making out. She's got Hydra yet. She did a thing on Facebook about 13 minutes ago, said that, well, it'd be more than that now, but probably 20 minutes ago, she said, I got no hydro. Damn DTE. And I went, well, maybe it's not DTE's problem, you know? I don't know.
Gotta remember to turn all the cameras on this time. Yeah, that's a must, JD.
Well, probably she can't have the cameras on because you got no hydro.
Oh, no, I was talking about JD.
Oh,
He said he has to remember to turn all the cameras on this time. Yeah, I can't wait to see that video, JD. You think Paul would have called by now?
yeah.
What kind of photo do you desire? An ordinary portrait?
Like at commercials, go to a thing there and all of a sudden a commercial pops up. Oh, you had 4 set up. I haven't got to hit record on the one right behind the rocket car. Sit there and, you know, and it's funny. I'm reading all these articles, you know, especially about down in the States there, you guys fighting the election and everything coming up here. But top Democrats keep saying, well, we're going to lose democracy and all this shit. What the hell is democracy? Nobody's ever defined it.
Oh, what do we got?
Oh, I'm trying to find the. Where's it at? Oh yeah, look at this big boy right here.
Is that a gator?
Oh no, you'll see what it is here in a second.
What's that
That's-
stuff flying around in the weeds or something?
Yeah, but look what's stirring it
Oh,
up.
is that a manatee?
No,
No,
that's a
that-
hippo.
Oh, it's a hippo. Wow.
Haven't you ever watched, what's his name there? Mike Rowe, when he was in cleaning the tank there with a hippo? Had the same thing, all the straw floating around.
Now this guy was in the tank with the hippo.
Ooh.
Oh, big gator.
But see, hippos are actually a predator to gators. They won't usually mess with a hippo. Because a hippo will just wreck one of those if it tries to mess with them.
Yeah.
Let's see here. And here's a cheetah.
Yeah, that's not something you want to screw with either, Ed.
Yeah.
It'll rip your throat out.
Yeah, they're a bunch of cheaters.
Yeah, cheetahs.
And then look, watch. Is this, I think I found the root cage. Is this the root cage?
Oh, that looks like
Right
a turtle. There we go.
There we go.
Where's Tim? I don't see Tim.
That's one of his ex-wives right there.
Yeah.
That one was just laying down and kept scratching himself. But they were really nice, so you could go up and pet them and everything.
They accepted you into the club, did they, Justin?
Oh yeah, and then look what this one was doing.
Get it? Get it?
Well, hello. A little more, please. Oh, yeah.
And there was like 20, 30 people sitting around there watching this, filming it.
Yeah. I think you're kind of staying on it a little bit long.
It couldn't have been me. I'd been off in about 30 seconds.
When you had these big mamas sitting here,
Yeah.
the daddy,
Watching some kangaroo porn.
Yeah.
and then there's the big daddy right up here on the hill.
Did you see what the roos are doing next door?
Yeah.
What's funny is they had the lions right next to the hyena enclosure.
Yeah.
And those hyenas, I've never seen one in person, man. They are pretty fucking big. And they are uglier than shit, I'll tell you what. And big ass porcupine.
Did they laugh while you were there? Did they sound like TJ?
No, they actually were really quiet, but I was hoping one of them was gonna do it. And then this was really cool. They had, so in this, like this big they call it the Serengeti enclosure. They had, giraffes, they had rhinos, zebras, a bunch of different types of like African antelope type deer looking animals.
Cool. Serengeti, is that what your wife calls it when she makes Italian food for dinner? Serengeti?
Oh, and then there was a lion right there. I was hoping he'd come closer, but he was kind of off just hanging out by himself.
Justin felt so much like home, he started throwing his own feces at the animals.
Oh, though, did you see that hippo, JD? Watch. This fucking thing was, this is another animal I've never seen in person. And that and a rhino, and oh my god, these
Fish?
things are huge. No, that hippo right there.
Mm.
You also get a lot clearer shot of him here because he was stirring up the water, swimming around.
Nice.
Morning, David.
But I'll tell you what, when I saw that rhino in person, those things are, TV doesn't do it justice how large those things are. Those things were just massive.
Justin's Wild Kingdom. A new program. I was coming in for the Generac technical hour, but I missed it, I guess.
No, not yet.
There's a big ass iguana. He was probably about, I'd say about 3 feet long. 3 or 4 feet. He was pretty big. Let me see here. And then there was another gator.
His eyes right there.
They say the hippos are one of the most dangerous animals out there. They'll charge. They'll marry you.
Eat all your food.
Eat all your food. Spend all your money. And kill you when you look at the hyenas.
And then I got this one for Lynn. This is a big ass macaw.
You a cheetah? Are you a cheetah? Oh God, no, honey.
Oh, nice blue.
Yeah, that was a big bird too. It was looks a lot bigger in person.
Macaw.
I immediately thought of that when I was there, so I got that little snippet for Lynn.
Morning, JD. Morning, Paul.
Morning.
Justin.
That's it.
Garth. And not Paul.
Oh, what
Yeah,
sucked is
that's-
I was trying to film all the snakes and shit, but the reflection off of the glass, it was making it really hard to get a good
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, what?
So where's Murray at? Over at Lynn's?
Yeah, screwing up Lynn's hydro over there.
Yeah, so she had what was an electrical fire out on the pole yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So
Well,
he's up the pole trying to fix it.
I would have put it
He's
past
up
him.
there.
I would not put that past him, JD. He's up there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, guys, I'm up here on the pole.
Go down buy an extension cord at Home Depot there and we'll come over and run hydro over.
I could just see Murray on a 40-foot extension ladder up on a.
Dancing. Pole dancing. Well. Why didn't she call the guy that installed it?
He won't return phone calls. He hasn't.
Yeah, apparently he's not the
He
best.
tried 3 times yesterday or whatever, but
Probably
see,
somebody else that does that kind of work in there.
yeah, there's some kind of switching problem or somebody did something they shouldn't have. Because she's on her Generac, the hydro went out and her generator fired up, ran for 2.5 hours, then shut down again. So what happened? But all of her neighbors all got hydro now. So what's happened is the generator has detected hydro, so it shut down. But the thing is, she's got no hydro in her house. So there's a switching problem between the hydro and between Generac. Okay. But something about the fire department told her to turn the breaker off. Well, if the breaker's off and the hydro is back on again, she's got no hydro. She's got to turn the breaker back on.
Right.
She tried that 4 or 5 times. But I don't know. So
Huh.
Yeah, but I'm
But
assuming when the
Generac-
firefighter told her to turn it off was during the situation though, right?
Yeah.
but
What's the hydro?
That's what the Canadians call electric.
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah, because water and electricity, yeah, they're about the same thing.
Is it because you guys get your power from
water makes
water?
hydro. Okay.
I'm
But
sorry.
There's a switching problem someplace. It's either in Generac or a breaker panel or something. It didn't.
You think that they'd have it set up so that you could say screw it and just manually turn it on?
Yeah. There's a way to manually override it.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe about a half hour.
Okay.
Okay. I don't, I'll try it. Okay. I don't want to go a long ways, but I said I want to.
I think we're listening in on a private conversation.
Yeah.
He does that a lot.
I ain't going there. No
I
way.
learned about his toothbrush yesterday.
Oh, no, yeah, that whole thing about his toothbrush.
He started using one. That was the.
It's a step in the right direction.
She said, yeah.
Oh, I didn't brush my teeth yet today. Can you guys tell?
I haven't either.
I gotta go brush my teeth.
All I heard was somebody yesterday say something about, oh, your toothbrush was in my sink. He was like, yeah, I brought it down here to clean it. And he started having this whole conversation.
I'm listening to somebody else's wedding for like the 20th time. I made the mistake because I might have been drinking on my channel. I occasionally do that.
I've seen it.
I had a one of those dubbing VHSs that dubs from VHS to DVD. It's been in the garage probably for 3 years, so I don't even know if it works, but it was my dad's. I don't even have the remote for it, And I guess Art had said he had a VHS that he wanted to convert, and I must have said, okay, send it. I don't remember any of that. But anyway, it showed up in the mail, and God damn it, if you need the remote, you don't have the remote. I finally figured out how to get it to dub. Then it wouldn't record. Then it did record, but the video was terrible. The thing was filthy. The heads were filthy. It was sitting in a garage forever. You know what I mean? So here comes the money spending part. I had to buy a cable, had to buy a head cleaning unit. I cleaned the head, which I probably should have just opened it up and cleaned it manually. But because I used to do that back in the day, because everybody had VHS. But anyway, put that in. The video got better. I couldn't save the recordings because I don't have a remote. It doesn't have all the controls on the damn thing. You have to have the remote so that you can finalize the DVD.
Oh,
So it copied it, but nothing else can, and the DVD works in the thing, but nothing else can read it. Tried it at my PC, looked up trying to finalize open DVDs. No, nothing. There's nothing. There's no information. The thing's too old. And I was like, God damn it. Now what do I do? I promised this guy I'd do this. Then I noticed that I found the manual, which was surprising, online for this unit. And it said, oh, CDRWs don't have to be, or DVD-RWs don't have to be, rewritables, don't have to be finalized. I said, oh, cool. Bought a stack of them because I've got everything else but, of course, So I put that in there. Doesn't like them, because it's an odd brand. Like, let me see.
Oh, I just got a picture of Murray over there at Lynn's.
Where the hell did I put him?
Well, that's him on the phone calling me. What do I do now?
I don't know where I put them. It's not an odd brand. It's a very, very well-known brand, and I can't think of what it is right now. It's not generic. It's not some off brand. It's a. Damn it. Who cares? Anyway, can't record the disc DVD.
I haven't seen
So
it.
I bought those discs. I bought the head cleaner. I was like, well, I'm in for a penny, in for a pound. I looked online for another solution. I got this thing that you connect to your PC from that to record. Bought one of those. Came with software and everything. Video won't show up. I mean, I guess because it's a home recorded one and it's from 1990 something.
Must
So
be
it's
a really
weak.
good porno if he's wanting to get it off that
It's a
VHS.
wedding. It's a wedding. He was a member of the, I don't know if it's family or what. He was one of the best men.
JD
I
was there.
didn't even realize. I finally said, "Oh, that's Art." You know, I saw this little guy at the end of the line there. Anyway, his hair was dark though, so this is a long time ago.
I haven't seen it.
So you know, I like, okay, let's get one of those. Didn't work. It'll record my wife's. She's got some VHSs from God knows, you know, pre-record, you know, professionally recorded. It'll pick that up. I guess the signal's strong enough. You know, so if I want to copy Pocahontas, I can copy Pocahontas.
Send him that.
But
What do you want?
well, it's $25, you know, with the software. And I was like, oh, that's what I get for going cheap. Maybe I should have gotten the Roxio for 56. But then I read there, a lot of people had trouble with them too since Windows 10. It works with a Windows 7 machine. So I'm going to go look for Windows 7. I was like the video would flick. You'd get a snapshot gun. Snapshot gun. It's like, what the hell? So went back to Amazon and I bought a device with this built-in screen, an all-in-one device that you plug directly into the VHS that you can back up your VHSs to a thumb drive or to a card.
Nice.
Yeah, which is really cool. But that was $160.
So this VHS, so saving one VHS tape.
So right now it's working.
Permanent.
Fuckers work. I'm happy. Well, so far. I mean,
Yeah.
I can see it on this screen. Looks okay. I can hear it again for the 30th time because I could hear it. Always could hear it. That was the sound was no problem.
Yeah.
And but will it record it to the? We still don't know if it's
Just
going to
send
record
them-
it to the thumb drive.
He's
I'm
gonna be
waiting.
wondering why he got a bill for $180.
I got some VHSs that have never been opened, like Disney ones and stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, those might be worth.
Some of them are worth money, yeah.
Depending on
Yeah,
which
some-
one it is.
Some of them. My mom went crazy and saw some Facebook thing and it said Disney movies were all worth money. So she went to the Goodwill, bought all the VHSs, and then researched after she bought them all and found out that there's only like certain ones that are worth money.
Yeah. A Beauty and the Beast unopened is worth a lot of money.
Well,
Right.
and
How
some
about,
of
how,
them
how
that-
about Pocahontas? Is that worth anything?
Poke and Pocahontas.
It plays beautifully. So anyway, so you guys probably live, you'll find out if it records it to that 64 gig thumb drive I stuck in it.
They still sell blank ones at Walmart too. I think it's like a 3 or 4 pack of them.
But VHS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
everybody, if you've got any VHS pornos that you need to have converted, Uncle Bill's the man.
That's okay. I feel nauseous enough. Actually, where's my coffee? I have to get
Just
my
like they
coffee.
still sell the tape inserts at Walmart for your car stereo to plug in that has the aux cord on it. For like $5, you can still buy those.
Yeah,
Like, who the
Wayne B
hell-
is right. VHS is another century. Yeah, that was last century. Yeah. I was last century too. Actually, so was JD. Oh, even Justin made it to last century, I think.
37.
Yeah, in towards the end. Anyway, but then I'm gonna have to take that off of there. And then I said, "Can I just send you the digital file? Do you want me to go?" Well, if you could burn it to DVD, okay, fine.
Of course.
You know what I'll end up doing? I'm gonna pull it out. I'll send him the raw one, but it needs work. You know what I mean? You got a shot of the invitation that you could barely read, and then to all the guests that you could barely read, and then it clips over to a picture of her, the girl as a door, as you know, and different pictures of her,
You need to edit
and then
in
different
you
pictures
doing
of the guy,
helicopter in
and
there.
and it just
All of a
quick
sudden,
cuts,
Bill's
and it's a
swinging.
little shaky. I might just edit this, you know, put some transitions in.
Put your schlong swinging around.
helicopter at the
And tell
party.
him to make sure he watches it to make sure it came out all right.
Yeah, you never
Oh.
see, like I said, you ever seen that, episode of King of Queens when Danny gets bitched at by the wedding party because Doug decided he wanted to take a picture of his schlong with the little top hat on it? And everybody thinks it was Danny, so he just goes along with it.
Yes.
Poor Danny gets fucking bitched at by everybody and everybody gets pissed off at him. It turned out it was Doug the whole time.
I'm listening to the reception right now. They got some music going on there.
Sorry.
Well,
He said it was for Artie.
Artie, yeah.
Is
hey,
he
Paul.
busting a move? Does he get down? on the
I didn't
dance
actually
floor?
watch that part of it. It's a bunch of people with suits that, you know, looking like really way too warm jackets and stuff on,
Yeah.
giant lapels, and, you know, dancing
Told you it was a bad.
with the
era.
children, you know, typical wedding.
Oh, Wayne, that was such a bad error.
Oh, that's good.
That's what friends are for. Done right.
Yeah, we got about 6 of us on right now.
But he's a friend. He's worth it. That's okay. I mean, I could have used this $200 and some odd I spent and put it towards a new video card for my PC. But that's,
Okay. Yeah, okay. Hey, lad. Yeah. But
Did he fix it or did he make it worse?
they tried everything, checked everything out. But DTE, they were just talking to them. They're in the area right now, and they were talking to the thing. They said, "Give us an hour or two. We'll come over and we'll make sure she's got hydro."
Now, is that the electric company for that area?
DTE, yeah, Detroit Edison Power or whatever the hell it is.
Like
Hi,
I
Joe.
said, usually the electric company or the utility companies, like, yeah, they'll make sure you have power up to your box, but if there's an issue on the other side, I don't know if they'll touch that.
Yeah, maybe there's some issue or something. So
Talk nice. I think they'll touch your box.
yeah.
Jesus.
Look more, they'll touch your box. Yeah, so, yeah, I was gonna do something there for a minute.
oh no! Here comes boom chicka wow wow. Hi, I'm the electrician. Come on in.
Lost Garth on that one. That was too spicy for Garth.
Come on in. There's the pizza guy over
Oh,
there.
God.
Yeah, but you know what? This can't be the first time something like this has happened for these guys. If everybody, it sounds like everybody's got a Generac up there.
Yeah.
Corey.
So they'll probably be able to steer her in the right direction.
What's up, Corey?
Oh,
No, I have a generator hooked up. I have a box, but I did it myself. I hooked up a
Yeah. This guy,
code enforcement.
the
Put a box. Okay.
the
Ooh,
Jungle
Book.
Book, Pocahontas,
There's Poke.
Bambi. Yeah, they still got all the cellophane on them. They've never been open.
It's worth checking them out.
That's that good 90s cellophane.
Yeah. So,
Justin, did you guys end up riding any coasters before you left yesterday?
no, because.
Oh, you couldn't find anywhere to leave your shit. That's right.
Yeah, and then the girl and the husband that was supposed to meet us, so I could ride rides with him. I mean, I could have rode the rides by myself, but I didn't want to do that, you know, I wanted to ride with Sarah or somebody else, so it was fine. We just walked around, looked at all the animals, and
So did you let Sarah ride some rides by herself, Mr. Gentleman?
doesn't like, it was already bad enough trying to get her to go on a roller coaster with
So
me.
she doesn't like rides anyway, so why didn't
No.
you just go on a
I
ride?
didn't- Well,
My wife
the
could care less if she ever steps on one of those things.
Well, so this is the thing too, is it was so busy that most of the rides were an hour and a half to 2 hour wait.
Yeah.
So it was because they had all the normal crowd of people, plus Baycare. Bought every one of their employees tickets, plus up to 3 other family members for each family. So that's 4 per family, and that added another 2,000 people in the park. So it was just super busy. It was insane.
So you're saying they had normal and what
Yeah,
abnormal people?
Well, the normal crowd, and then you add all those extra people. But the one cool thing was, is they gave Baycare employees a deal. They said you could upgrade your Baycare ticket for an extra $55, and they'd give you a yearly pass for the whole next year for
Damn.
an extra $55, which is
Did you
not
do
a
it?
bad deal. We didn't, but a bunch of other people were doing it. But
Well,
it was
Sarah promised me she was going to go on a ride, so I'm disappointed.
See, we got to go with other people because sometimes the rides, my wife, she won't get on because she's scared and she's so tiny. She feels like she's going to slide right the hell out of those, And then we'll go to other rides. I'll go on with you, honey. And I was too big to fit in the fucking. I love that. I got turned away, and my son and my wife went on. They wouldn't let me on it because they couldn't get the thing down over my shoulders over there. I was 318 at the time, so probably had something to do with it.
There you guys go. 101 Dalmatian Black Diamond Edition unopened is worth $6,000.
There you go. See,
The Fox and the Hound, Aladdin, Lion King. I don't know. I think I got one, but I think it's opened. That one I might. That one this is worth $1,000. I'm not sure. I might have that one. Bambi, unopened.
Black Diamond Edition.
About $250.
The Black Diamond Edition. What does that mean? The Black Diamond. Is it like too dangerous to
I don't
ski
know.
with it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm seeing quite a few of them here.
It's got sex scenes.
This is how Bambi was made. The making of Bambi. They really turned around on that one. I thought it was going to be how they made the movie.
Black Diamond. I don't know what that is, but anyway.
No, I am seeing quite a few
right there. $1,200 if it's a Black Diamond, whatever that means.
Well, I'm seeing quite a few of them on Amazon, just random Disney titles unopened, and it seems like a lot of them are going between 25 and $30.
Yeah.
Now there's a Mars Attacks. You remember that cheesy ass movie? And Little Shop of Horrors. It's a like a special edition double pack. And it's they're asking 100 for it. God, that movie was so cheesy.
Yeah.
I
mean, it was
have
funny,
that movie.
but it was funny.
I have that movie.
Yeah. I mean, it was funny in its own little thing, but it was still cheesy as shit.
Oh, it's awesome. I don't have it as a VHS. I copied the Blu-ray or DVD or something. Shh, don't tell anybody.
But there's quite a few Disney titles that are unopened. It seems like most of them are averaging around 20, 25, $30 somewhere in there.
What kind of, the movie made Slim Pickens a hero. He saved the world. Mars Attacks. Oh, it was Slim Pickens? No, who was the singer in that thing?
Oh, wasn't that
they went around playing the music and all the Martian's head was exploding.
Oh, who was that? Hold on, let me look up the soundtrack.
T-Bone Pickens.
Martin Short was having sex with the one that was dressed up like a hooker. I'm going to go get my coffee. It's been waiting for me for a while. It's very patient.
So it would have been,
When I'm 64.
I think this is the soundtrack here.
Slim Whitman.
By the way, Paul's on his way back. He'll be here shortly. So
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the hell that song was that,
Bets on will he have Boston creams? I say he will have Boston creams.
yeah,
he's gonna treat himself for not fixing Lynn's power.
Yeah.
where the hell did
It's
cars
like,
go?
I did a good job. I don't know,
Gar-
he dropped out a few minutes ago.
No.
Yeah, I got a little bit
Cory
spicy.
Mano and Curtis Dart. Good morning, guys.
What's up, Curtis? Hey,
Didn't like-
Corey, if you didn't hear me before.
Curtis. Looks like AZ says that he thinks Paul's gonna get donuts.
Oh, probably. Well, he had to go get her a coffee anyways. So I bet you he already got him.
Oh, he did? Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
What's that, fucking TikTok noise? It's like a reward.
Treat yourself.
Yeah.
What is this? You,
Yeah, I could use a Tim Hortons right about now.
I could use some donuts.
Because normally, like I'm driving bus, I always have a coffee on the way to work and another coffee on the way home. So,
let's see, some late breaking news. The US Central Command recently launched warplanes towards Iran from their base in the Persian Gulf after receiving reports that the country was preparing to attack Saudi Arabia. The Washington Post reported.
And I ran.
I'm telling you, dude, Iran don't want that smoke. They keep talking all that shit. See what happened in Iraq. That's the thing is most of the people there, most of the civilians don't really have an issue with the US.
Yeah.
Mainly the government.
Yeah, usually you've got Tim Hortons cups lined up, ready to go. What's going on, Hodges?
that's on the weekend when I'm down at the trailer because
Oh,
I take about 4 with me and I just throw them in the microwave. That's the deal, but I haven't been out yet today.
It's all hopped up on Tim Hortons, gets in his snuggie in the trailer. Get a little weird.
bouncing off the walls.
Fucking trailer just rocking like a mother.
It was funny last night. I usually go, sometimes go for coffee. I never had any coffee last night. Like, holy crap.
What you want, little man? Huh?
I think I only had one Tim Hortons yesterday. So
What you want,
it was
little
funny. I had to go last night and I thought, oh, I'm going to grab Tim Hortons before I go home. I come home here and took my shoes off, my coat. Crap. I was going to stop at Timmy's. Damn.
JD, you ever seen a Chewini?
Yeah,
Chewini?
Yeah.
Dude, I can't believe like he was literally running around the gas station for like an hour or so. And he was there for a day and a half. Dude, we found posts on Facebook where people were posting. They were like, oh yeah, this dog was here all day yesterday running around. It's like, dude, I'm surprised nobody snagged him up.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't
No, somebody did yank him up.
all right, but like, I can't believe he was there that long though, and nobody took
Yeah.
him. And then people were posting on Facebook. What's funny is like they posted 2 posts the day before I found him that morning at the gas station. 2 people posted, well, somebody needs to call the pound. This poor dog's been running around the gas station. I'm like, so you took the time to make the fucking post and write that in there, but you didn't bother to call the pound or bother to get a hold of somebody? What the fuck? Like I said, I generally don't like little dogs, but man, he is just the nicest dog.
Hey, Pocahontas.
Is it Black Diamond?
Oh, no, she's just a regular diamond.
Oh, that was Bambi, wasn't it?
Well, I don't.
Showed?
I think Bambi was the Black Diamond edition, wasn't it?
All of them were saying Black Diamond. Black Diamond, or there was another
Well, I don't.
special.
This whole time Hodges had a VHS that would have paid for his Alltel.
Yeah. Well, this is the fully restored 55th edition.
So yeah, there was like first edition ones. There was Black Diamond.
Well, see, this is the way that Disney does it too, is the reason why Disney movies never drop in price like at Walmart and shit is because they'll bring it out. They'll sell it at for like $20 for the DVD, right? And then they put it back in the AKA Disney vault. And it will come off the shelves for 6 months, a year. And then they'll come back and re-put it as like some special anniversary, but it's just the same fucking movie over again.
But see, there's a black thing right there, but I don't know what that means.
You just need to look up and see what Black Diamond means.
Yeah. I think it's on like the binding of it. It'll actually have a diamond, I think.
This is a 1997 video collection,
Yeah, but what's the copy?
fully restored 30th limited edition, 30th anniversary limited edition.
That's not like, I don't think that's an original copy. That's
Well, yeah, but it just, and it's got some kind of seal on it right there if you break it, right? The home video on.
It's just the thing is Disney re-releases movies all the time and they always put this special anniversary collection. And it's just the same fucking movie that you bought 20 years ago. There's nothing changed about it.
That one's got a whole bunch of different seals and stuff, you know.
That plastic still looks relatively in good, really good condition too.
I got more of them too, yeah,
I
but
think this might be the
but you find out what the black edition is?
I think it's this.
The classic.
I'm sorry. Are you guys hearing that?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I can hear you.
No, were you hearing that the playback?
No.
No.
All right, good. All right, okay, good.
I think that where it says the classics is the Black Diamond.
Oh, okay.
Cause see, that's probably the original release version. You know, it's not like one that was 10 years later. That was some special anniversary release, you know what I'm saying?
Could be, yeah.
That was like the first batch of the actual movie.
Yeah, well, and see the ones I've got right here, it's some collection series or something.
It's still, they're sealed, so I mean, they're still, I'm sure they're worth something.
Yeah. But like, what the hell are you gonna do with them, you know?
Well, they'd probably be worth a lot more money when we'd be like, you know, Murray's age.
Yeah.
You know, because then the tapes are gonna be even more thinned out, you know, there's gonna be even less of them. That's a problem is you can have stuff that's 30 years old, but there's just millions of copies made of one particular item. It takes a long time for all those to get thrown in landfills, people throw them out to get ruined by storage, you know, to the point to where there's only a few left and then they're worth a shit ton of money. That's the problem is most things that they call collectors these days, they make millions of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And, yeah, they'll be collectible when you're like 300 years old.
Yeah.
There's none left. Cause it just takes that long to filter that many out of the circulation. But there's a lot of people, you know, they think just because anything's old that it's worth money. And that's not the case. I mean, it could be.
That's
items.
awesome. It worked. Hooray.
Sound came through and everything.
Oh yeah. The first few seconds of it is all snow. I don't know how that had, I don't know if I damaged his tape by playing it too many times, but yeah, the first few seconds of music, there's this music and then there's the picture of the invitation. So you get the invitation, but only for maybe a second and a half, and then it disappears because I lost like the first few seconds. So I could actually just mirror that, stretch that image out to fill the sound up and get.
Well, that's where you put
going.
the clip of you unzipping your pants, and then a little bit later is where the helicopter comes in.
Yeah, no, but I could fix that. Yeah, came out pretty good. I mean, it's got that stuttery, shaky. I recorded this on a cheap camcorder look to it, but it's doing that. I don't know if it's the playback. Could be the playback. I should. You know what I really should do? Maybe I'll do it later. Open it up
Murray.
and re-clean those heads. Try it again. I don't know.
Murray's back.
I'm back.
Oh, at least it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I got.
Because there's nothing more frustrating than when you're trying to get something to work and you keep buying more connectors or more cables or whatever you're trying to do.
Well, now I got this thing, and Joyce says she's got a bunch of VHSs, so that's cool. I said, where are they? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're away. Away is a magical, mystical place my wife brings up every once in a while that we, she does that to me all the time. I was like, honey, where's my screwdriver I was just using 10 minutes ago? It's away.
Mhm.
It doesn't. So I left it there. That's not where it goes. Where's it now?
Do you
Where's
have
it?
a bunch
Where's it now? It's away. Where's away? Not there.
do you have a bunch of VHS that would be worth transferring over?
Hmm.
No, God, I went back in already.
She'll eventually go get it for me, but she likes to torture me first.
Do you have a
Leaving
bunch
my
of
stuff with
VHS? Do you have a bunch of VHS tapes that you could transfer over?
I didn't say I was going to make a business out of this. I
No, I'm
could.
saying, do you have a bunch of home videos and stuff? that
Me
you wanna-
personally,
Yeah.
God knows what happened to them. I've actually copied some old mini DV. The little from because I had the little camcorder, so I had those little.
Oh, you had to get the full insert like VHS for it?
Well, they're very well. No. Well, you can do that, yeah, but these would do a higher resolution, a little higher quality. It's a little bit newer.
I think
I mean,
what
it's terrible.
Justin's asking is, have you ever made home sex videos? I think that's
Oh
what
my
he's-
God.
Just focusing right on that. But I did copy those because my last computer actually had a FireWire connection. So I found the FireWire cord for that old JVC mini camcorder, popped them in. So I did it. That worked just fine. This was a pain in the ass. But anyway, hey, make a business out of it. I'll get rid of that thing though. It's a big double that doesn't work right. So I should just buy a small, decent quality single head VHS player and go to town, copying people's memories and getting to watch all their fucking weddings and bar mitzvahs and
Oh, yeah, you can find all kinds of home videos. That they have.
quinceañeras and whatever.
Hello,
I went
everybody.
I went around the world with that, bar mitzvahs, quinceañeras, and
What's up,
Kwanzaa
Murray?
celebrations. Hi, Paul.
Well, at least I get one thing. I went and got her 4 large coffees and gave them to her.
And where's your box of donuts?
I didn't buy any.
Oh, boo.
I was a good boy.
Yeah.
Disappointed. I'm disappointed.
Yeah. And the Edison workers that were down there were trying to help her, but they were working on the main line, so they had to cut the main line, and then they were going to replace it. And then when they got done in an hour or two, they said they'd come over there and they'd make sure she has electric to the house. As far as the Generac, we don't know why it isn't working.
Yeah.
Because Bill, what it did, she's got that real nice big, the big box Generac sitting outside. It when she lost power, it started right up and ran the house for about 2 hours, and then all of a sudden it stopped.
What kind of fuels does it use?
A natural gas.
Do you guys have natural gas line there? Or is
Yeah,
it a tank?
yeah. So it's,
Did you pay a natural gas bill?
yeah.
I was just thinking the same thing. Whole
So,
time the meter was locked.
for some reason, the guys that are the linemen think that somehow it is stuck between being on and off, and it's affecting the sensors are affecting the in-house, because when the house goes dead, it trips the generator. And so they think it's somewhere in between, so they'll figure out how to bypass it.
What's up, Sam Hayden?
Hey,
Lisa.
good morning, Sam. Curtis is there and Corey Mono too, Paul. Just came in.
Yeah,
Well, at least they're willing to at least do that, cause like I said, most of the time they won't screw with stuff on your side.
yeah. Well, Detroit Edison Company, usually the line people are pretty good, because they, they realize that you want to have the electric going,
Well, and I mean, it was working fine before whatever blew out, so
right?
it's kind of their fault.
Yeah.
Well, what
Bastards.
happened is, about 2 doors down, a tree fell into the power lines, and there was a power line fire. Actual fire was raging across the pole to pole to pole.
Holy
The
shit.
fire department had to come out and put it out, and yeah.
Wow. That doesn't sound good.
No, so who knows during that episode if it didn't short something that shorted something,
I know.
a power surge or whatever. So anyway, hopefully they'll get her going.
So is there a box up beside the meter?
Yep.
Yeah. See, it's a whole house generator still. Yeah, it's in that box. Yeah.
It could have maybe even fried the board or something, but there's a light indicator on the end of the Generac, big thing. It shows a red light and a yellow light. They're both on. Don't know what they mean, but they're both on.
Because mine, it will tell you, it's got a thing, if it gets a fault, there's a little line, it'll tell you exactly what it is, but.
Yeah.
But she's
So,
probably got.
the lineman actually went in and unlocked her Generac box and checked the oil and everything. And oil and everything was spot on, fine. It's not
Yeah.
like it's out of oil or.
Did you try the manual?
There isn't a manual switch on it.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, that's the excitement that Mia and I had.
So it's that box outside that's causing the problem right beside the meter, I bet you.
Yeah,
It's, it's not slammed
Okay.
open. It's probably,
So
yeah.
so it's showing a red and yellow light.
yep,
Okay, so I just looked it up. The red light indicates the generator, there's something wrong. And then the yellow light indicates that it needs maintenance. So
okay.
it's definitely broken.
Those lights are helpful. It tells you it's not on.
Oh, so when
It's-
they're hold on,
When they're both on,
when they're both on, it indicates that the
You're fucked.
Yeah. It's just-
that the actual motor is running hot.
Oh,
Insane.
Did you say it's water cooled?
yeah, hers is water cooled.
Mine's just air cooled, but mine's not a whole house. It's got 8 breakers.
Yeah,
motor's running hot.
Yeah. So what's Curtis you talking about? Okay, I guess I'm the only one.
No, he's talking something technical.
He
No.
said, is anybody using Midjourney? I don't know what that is.
what's a mid journey?
So it's going to replace stock footage sites.
Oh,
Like Shutterstock and all that.
Find that hard to believe because that's
so Paul, did she keep your power bank to charge up her batteries on her phone?
No, I forgot to give it to her.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know. Let me go ask Ron. He might have switched from Shutterstock to Midjourney.
Maybe what you should have done, Paul, is that hydro box up beside there, took a slate and just give it a good whack, maybe would have tripped it the rest of the way.
AI generated photos.
Oh, okay.
Curtis is big into artificial intelligent generated
AI
animations. Yeah,
photos. Okay.
animation, yeah.
Maybe Curtis is AI.
Yeah, maybe he is. Yeah.
I've never met him in person.
Oh, haven't you?
Mm-mm.
Well, there we go.
Might be, maybe he is AI.
Well, if he came on here, you could meet him.
Yeah, but I think his computer and his microphone all blew up.
No,
didn't it?
no. I've met him online. I've never met him
Yeah,
in person.
he's-
But not in person. Okay.
He could
Right.
animate himself.
Yeah.
That could just be an animation on his video.
And he'd be the person to do it too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's a smart guy. Yeah. Yep. Could be.
Out in Washington State.
But then again, you know, like if you were going to do AI, would you pick this face, for example? I'd look like JD, you know, if I had a choice.
Look like JD, would you? Oh, there you go, JD. A compliment.
Hey,
Appreciate
Hey,
that.
JD.
Nobody has seen Batman, and him and I are in the same room.
Curtis is actually a 19-year-old girl who's trolling. the hell out of
Says Droner girl.
That's actually him, all those racy pictures that he sends.
Yeah.
Kind of a letdown that I figured this out now. I
Oh,
can't
he
be
did
aggravated
one.
anymore. I think I'll do some video editing.
Paul, what's your plan for the day? Anything?
Yeah. House clean, dishes, laundry.
So
There you
you ordered a new
Sounds exhilarating.
reader, right?
Yeah, and some more SD cards too. So they'll all be here tomorrow. So today's Sunday, right? Yeah, Monday. Yep.
Just copied it at 60 frames a second. Wow. That's pretty impressive for such crappy video.
Does it look like it upgraded it at all? Or is it?
No.
Oh,
If anything,
okay,
I think it's a little dark. 720 by 480, it did it, which
make
is
RDA taller.
about, it's about double what VHS is scan at. Actually, I think that's exactly double what VHS is scan
Update.
at, which is good. So the proportion's correct.
Such crappy video.
I did get to see a nice video of Art with dark brown hair and, you know, in early 90s glasses dancing with some really tall woman.
Double what VHS
Here
is.
comes Curtis now, if his camera works.
Curtis is working on it.
Did look happy, which is
Yeah, Mr. Cousteau. Yeah.
Crappy video. I did
Gotta load in the simulation first.
dark brown hair.
Yeah.
and, you know, in early 90s glasses.
Yeah, he needs to mute the YouTube.
Just want to.
I think AI would know that.
Now, if his camera.
Curtis is working on it. It's all part of his plan.
Mr. Cousteau. Yeah.
Make himself look more real.
fire up that AI engine.
Curtis,
Yeah, he needs.
Curtis, enter the stream. There he is.
You need, Curtis, you need to mute your
Part of his plan.
YouTube.
Stand by. There we go.
All right,
I'm here.
there he is.
Yeah.
Oh, but are you really here?
No, it's not. It's not really me. Not at all. So the updates. The microphone works. It's it's an old phantom powered mic, and I did not know this, but you have to. There's an actual battery in this one. The newer phantom powered mics don't have a battery, but this one does. So I called Sweetwater to see what I could find, and they actually found a battery in the back end of their warehouse and just gave it to me. So I got
Nice.
I got the mic working again. Thank you, Sweetwater. My graphics computer just bit the dust. The CPU overheated on one of my insane renders that I was doing. So now I got to build a new computer. Woohoo!
Did you get your mic from Sweetwater?
No, the mic. I don't know if you want the whole story. I used to work in radio, so no, Bill doesn't want it. So I'm not going to.
I was just going to say you sound like you were on radio. You've got that voice.
Yeah. It's a curse.
You do. Please tell us this story. I was just joking.
Okay, all right. So the story was the radio station I was working for. It was actually two stations. It was KCCO AM and KRLG FM. And the new owner come in and he didn't like the sound of the station, but he bought the station and he bought all new transmitters, all this new stuff. And he was really big on hygiene. So he wanted every DJ to have their own mic. So he went out and bought all these Sennheiser microphones, really high-end microphones, and this Shure microphone. Well, I was off that week on vacation. So I come back, everybody had already claimed theirs, and this is the only one that was left. And it was the cheapest one. I was like, well, whatever. So I took this one and I used it on the air, but this one sounded better than all the Sennheisers. So all the guys were like, what the hell's going on with that? So that's the backstory. That's how I got it.
Nice.
Maybe it was just you that made it sound better.
No, nothing like that.
That voice.
That voice.
Extra
voice.
bass.
So what
Yeah.
did you?
Your lighting went out, by the way.
Yeah.
My lighting.
Yeah, you
I think
got
your
darkness
screen was
now.
lighting your face.
Your computer screen must have dimmed.
Oh yeah, I switched
Oh.
over to the I switched over to the dark screen.
And Paul Brokenecks just came into the chat too.
Okay, Brokenecks. Hey, welcome.
Alaska.
So
what
you
did
guys hang on, you guys have not heard about Midjourney at all?
Nope.
No.
Would you like a demonstration?
Oh, lovely. Would love it.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
So Midjourney is based on Google. So generally speaking, you go into Google and you search for stuff, right? And all this data has been created over the years, especially with imagery and stuff. And now images are associated with text. So now you can utilize text to generate an image. So for instance, I can go into, and I'll do this here live. I'll set it up here in just a second. You can go in and you can say, I don't know, Paul, name a ship.
Paul, name a ship.
Paul Arthur Goethe.
Okay, we could say, imagine and type out that ship on the river, whatever that river is behind you, Paul. You describe everything about it, and it will try to generate an image of that.
Huh.
Or you can say, I want a castle in the storm or something like that. But anyway, let me fire it up and I'll share the screen and we'll do this live and show you guys how this thing works.
Cool.
Okay, we're doing it live.
Well,
We're
because
doing-
you know, Curtis, you know how high tech I am. You know.
Yeah,
Well,
but you
the-
can, Paul.
when you see this though, I mean, you're gonna go, what the hell?
Can I render that on Movie Maker?
So what I've been doing is it's just hold on, it's just a image, but you can take the image and you can animate it in like After Effects, or I've been using Plotovision and the Plotograph stuff to animate the water and stuff like that, or the clouds and make it a little bit more interesting. I've been posting the stuff on Facebook. Let me share my screen here. Here it is. So it's on the Discord server. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Discord or not, but the way this works is you type in something. So you type in \imagine and then hit enter and you have a prompt. Now, what would we like to make a photo of? Any ideas?
I don't know. A drone. Just say a drone.
A drone. Well, we got to be a little more descriptive than that. What kind of drone? Do you want a Phantom?
Yeah, okay. Phantom 4 drone. Just put that there.
All right, so we're going to imagine a Phantom. Well, let's go back. Let's put in DJI. I had a catch in my throat. DJI Phantom 4 drone flying over
Around a girl in a bikini.
well, you can't do. They're a little picky. They're a little picky about some of the choices of words here.
Over the mountains.
Phantom 4 drone flying over
The Grand Tetons.
The
Oh,
are
Jesus.
a grand.
Morning,
How do you spell that?
Robert.
How do you spell that?
I think it's Teton.
Tetons. The Grand Tetons. In
Yep.
the late evening with
Clouds.
cloudy skies and sunset. Okay, so that's your basic descriptor of what you want. Then you want to add a few things like if there's a style involved. I want to make this photorealistic. I want to make it 8K real textures. We want to do, so this is a coding thing that I'm fixing to do. It'd take me forever to explain it, but we're going to do this test P, and we want to do 16:9 aspect ratio. So 16:9, and we hit enter, and it starts. By the way, this is stuff other people are. Here's one that's generating. You see, it's going 12%. And ours is kind of slow right now. It'll take it a second.
7%. 15%.
So now it's starting. And what it does is it searches out images that have those words in them. And the first part of the generated image is the words. And then towards the end of it, and it'll change a few times. Towards the end of it, it will redefine it based on the sentence that you used.
Hey there, Robert Glazier. Welcome.
So it's going by and putting together all of those parameters.
Right. It's using essentially, it's the same way that Google searches for things. It's using the same thing, but it's searching imagery that's on the internet based on the terms that I put in there.
I see the Grand Tetons.
Yeah, we said grand. We probably should have made it more of a close type thing, because now
Well,
you
Nice.
have
Instead of
I like the
Tetons.
Grand Tetons because it looks like nipples to the sky.
Yeah.
right. So what it does is it will render out a low resolution image, and then if you like that, you can do what we call upscale. We're at 87%.
95.
It's not the fastest thing, but then considering what it's doing,
Wow.
so it's
Yeah,
going to
it's-
pop up. It'll pop up down here when it's done.
Getting more and more realistic.
All right, here we go. So now we have a couple choices. We can change this is kind of what we have is the low resolution. I don't see a Phantom 4 drone anywhere.
Well, no, it's the camera view from a drone, I think.
Yeah, you're probably right. So
Yeah,
we
it
can
kinda
either
does.
upscale this to where it's large, or we can remake it. So let's upscale it and remake it and see what we come up with. I don't know why somebody's doing cats. Moonlight and pink sky.
That's from Pussy Galore.
Isn't that from Dominic? You know,
This is pretty cool right here. Pippi Longstocking in post-apocalyptic environment in the style of Wes Anderson, hyper-realistic medium shot, 8K, Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine is a 3D render machine.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Cinematic lighting, hyper detailed.
wow.
Unreal Engine. That's like when I was a kid, I had a thing for Pippi Longstocking. So I go back to that. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, stay there. Stay there.
Well, you can pick one of these out. We can upscale it and I'll send it to you.
Just give me 3 minutes.
That's it. 3 minutes.
I'm a weirdo. Don't even pay attention to me.
Well, hey, look,
There's the drone.
here's the one with the drone in it.
Oh, there's the Phantom. Yep.
It listened to you.
Well,
The AI heard you talk.
send back to DJI for repair.
So here it is right here. And this is the full scale version of it.
Okay. Wow. Pretty good detail, right?
I'll just save that since we made it. Get out of the
Where's
way.
that, Florida?
Yeah. And the other one is not done yet. So that's probably the only bad thing about this is you got to wait for it to do its thing. But when you consider what it's doing, it's pretty amazing. Nope, not finished yet.
So where does it search?
The internet.
All of it. So it doesn't, it's not searching any particular provider, just across the board.
Across the board. Yeah.
There you go.
So this is a low resolution version of it. So what we can do now is upscale this. And we can do another version of it, see what it does.
Wow, that's cool.
That's why he's known as the wizard.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
I missed part of this. And this is all usable. Can you use this on a commercial web space or something or no?
So here's some of the problems involved with it. It's not a perfect situation. Everything that's on here is actually owned by this Discord server called Midjourney, but they allow you in the rules to use any image that is generated in a commercial endeavor. This is by definition not AI. AI, if this was true AI, it would just be sitting here spitting out images all day. It wouldn't need input from us. If you think about the idea of, and this is kind of like concept stuff, if you think about the idea of a brush being a drone that takes photos and you create artwork with that, or a piece of chalk that you draw on the sidewalk and create art with that, anything can be, the brush to create artwork. Well, in this case, it's using text to create the artwork. So I wouldn't necessarily call it AI, but because you can't copyright the image yourself, there are people that are now suing Midjourney and other people, or taking them to court, I should say, saying you can't call this AI and we want the rights to the images that we generate. And they're working on the problem is the cost of the servers that it takes to do all this. There's thousands of people on here right now doing stuff. Let me see if we got some new imagery here.
But but you're saying it's generating, but it's getting the data or getting the background images, getting whatever. It's getting it from some source, isn't it? I mean, it's not just creating that.
It's getting it from imagery that has text applied to it on the internet. So somewhere,
right, so somebody owns that somewhere.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah, but I mean, that's another angle you can look at it and say, hey, well, what the hell?
You use it, say they get this all settled. Okay, you use it. And then the original, a background belongs to somebody else and they could possibly come after you. That's ours. Well, I got it through Midjourney. Well, I don't care.
For instance, I mean, you take the DJI drone. How many photos of DJI Phantom 4s are there? It's going to go look at hundreds and hundreds of thousands of those images to generate this image. I mean, what about the image of the Grand Tetons? I mean, this shot right here, somebody took that. No, it's not that shot. It's compiling the information. It's compiling the information from thousands of photos. It's not just copying one photo.
Okay.
But that didn't look like a Phantom 4. The camera on it was not right.
No, and there was a lot of problems with it. I didn't say the thing was perfect.
No, but I'm saying but that's not. Somebody said, "Well, no, that's a Phantom 4." Well, no, it's not, because as far as copyright or whatever, right? Yeah.
Well, no, it's not necessarily copyright. I mean, it's in the description that you give it. So here's the other one that's done.
Yeah. High resolution, yeah.
And you can see, and I can show you guys some of the stuff that I've been making. Let me get out of this and go over here and find some stuff.
Hi, Robert.
Go over here and share screen. So this is some of the stuff that I've been making.
Wow.
What's that, Camden, New Jersey?
Yeah.
Yeah, thought so. Look familiar. Sweet. It's really cool shit here.
Yeah. So that's kind of the some of it that I've done. I can go over here and show you some other stuff.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with Frank Lloyd Wright?
Yeah.
You remember the Falling Waterhouse?
No.
You don't know Falling Waterhouse?
I don't know. Maybe
I'm not
let's see.
that
I
familiar with him.
know who he is.
Yeah. Let's
Ah.
So I animated the water in this one.
Nice.
And then I did several different renders of the house. That was the one that I animated. There's another version of it. I mean, that looks pretty real to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been. I mean, and it's not perfect. If you look right up here, it's kind of screwed up.
Yeah.
But you can go into Photoshop and clean all that up. I mean, if there's guys talking about stock images and stuff. If you need a photo of a coffee mug, you could type in coffee mug and generate that photo.
Wayne B wants to know if there's somewhere that people can find your images.
Right now, I'm just putting them on my Facebook page, just my personal page. But I've got a couple ideas and some stuff that I may be doing.
Yeah, that mic does sound great. Which mic is it? Which Shure mic is that?
They don't even make it anymore. It's the
Okay.
this is the SM47. So what I did for these is I like a juxtaposition thing. So I did what's called a cyberpunk butterfly.
Wow.
Thought those were kind of interesting.
Yeah, very, very cool.
What else do I have in here you guys might like?
Seen a lot of apocalyptic images and AI mechanical butterflies and like that. You don't have nightmares and stuff, do you?
No, not at all.
Curtis's end of the world scenarios,
Yeah, I guess.
Because he's part of the AI that's going to take the world down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's a different theme for you. This will make Bill feel better. These are elven hieroglyphics in a cave.
Oh, that's cool. Why would that make me feel better? I think I'm a Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
I think he's insinuating our age there.
Well,
Bill.
no. You were seeing all the devastated stuff that I did. Now I thought I'd show you some nicer stuff. I just watched the whole thing of Power of the Rings, so I made a whole bunch.
I like the images. I'm just concerned about your mental.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm showing you. I'm not just totally lost on the world here.
Yeah.
You got some.
You're insinuating I'm a Lord of the Rings geek or something.
Curtis, you got pictures. You got pictures of some hot babes too, don't you?
The only one here that looks like he's part of Lord of the Rings is JD. He's an elf. It's like an elf.
Like an elf.
Here's my idea of a elven spa.
Oh, love it.
Nice. Ooh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
I'd hang out there.
I don't know how this looks like a little kid right here. I didn't type that in. It just kind of put that in there. It looks like I can see two legs, and there's a little something right here.
Looks like a cross to me. No,
I'm not sure.
Alien.
I mean, so that's the other thing is when you zoom into these things, they completely fall apart.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting. This is all Midgard stuff, or what is it called? Mid what?
Yeah, it's mid journey.
Mid Journey, Midgard. Now I'm in Lord of the Rings mode here.
Yeah, yeah.
Midwife.
Mid-stroke.
I forget what I put in here. I think I did Portal or something like that. Portal in the jungle or in the dark forest.
Well, you've done a lot of space stuff too.
Oh yeah. Share screen. Share.
That was a Portal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, right back here. Yeah.
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 Nice.
I could see McCoy on the other side of that.
I could cut this out and put something else in there. Like you're
JD, you
going
got that
through
reference,
something.
did you?
Wait a minute, I missed something. What'd you say?
I made a reference. I could see McCoy on the other side of that. That's from Star Trek.
Oh, okay.
Little Trekkie reference.
Little Trekkie jokage there.
Ooh.
That was a classic episode. Millions of people will die that have never been dead before.
Oh,
Little magic stuff.
there we go.
Crystal in the woods.
Is that what you
You-
typed in? Crystal in the woods?
Yeah, well, I mean, I put a few more descriptive terms in that. Blown out background, depth of field shot. I was a little more descriptive, but this one I put crystals in the woods or
Yeah,
in the
that could-
forest.
That could
This
go
is
another
an-
way.
Yeah, I was just thinking it could
Somebody
have went to
smoking crystal in the woods.
or it could have been Crystal, Crystal, the
Crystal
dancer.
naked in the woods.
This next series is more the portal in the woods kind of thing.
Oh shit! Look at that. Those look real.
This is cool. Yeah, I like this.
You guys like that? I started to trash that.
No,
I don't know what it is. I asked for something and it came up with this.
The imagery is just cool looking. I don't know. I like it.
That's a cool photo. So anyway, that's Mid-Journey, guys.
Nice.
Very nice.
Robert says, Curtis, where's the female elves? That's in another folder.
Oh, God.
Wayne, I don't have all this. He's asking where to find my stuff. I don't have it all in a specific place. I'm thinking about doing like a YouTube video, write some music and kind of just put these images in there and have it do like a slideshow kind of thing.
Well, you
Well,
could also post a catalog, select the genre, and there it is, what Curtis has for the genre.
Who knows? It was an idea. I just started playing with it, and a friend of mine told me about it, and there's a few folks that are posting a few things. So, yeah, it's in that folder, Robert. And it looked interesting, and I started playing with it, and I looked up a couple of things on how to get more specific, because my first images that I put in, the prompts were all incorrect. They call it prompts. They don't call it text. You're prompting the machine the server to do something. And considering it's raining, I can't take my underwater drones out.
Yeah, it's nice here. I gotta go out and mow,
I gotta have something to do.
and pick up walnuts.
That's what you're gonna do today? Is pick up walnuts?
Yeah.
Really excited.
We should try to do that. That ship Paul was talking about.
What's DNGG?
BNGG.
Yeah.
What are you looking at, Paul?
Well, hang on, I'll show you.
Well, what was the name of Paul? What was the name of one of those ships that come by?
Paul R. Tregurtha,
The Paul Archer.
Paul R. Tregurtha.
Paul
Paul.
R.
Tregurtha.
Spell that for me.
Tregurtha.
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 Here, let me share my screen so you guys make sure I get it right. The Paul R. Tre.
Yep.
Tregurtha.
Yep. That's it. That looks like it.
All right, so we got the Paul Tregurtha on the what is that waterway there?
The St. Clair.
Clair River.
Under the, and what bridge is it at?
Blue
Ambassador.
Water, International Blue Water Bridges.
Yeah, Blue Water. Yeah.
The INTER International Blue.
Plural bridges.
Yeah.
International Blue Water Bridges. BRI.
Bridge. Yeah.
Is that correct?
Bridges, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sunset with red cloudy skies. All right, let's see if it does it. The more specific the thing is, the longer it takes,
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's got to go find images of that. Now, if this looks like one of the photos that Paul took, we're going to sue.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, there's the bridge.
So we're getting the sunset with red clouds. Now it switched its view. It didn't like the first one.
That looks like the Mackinac Bridge.
Yeah.
I should have put ship in there. The Paul R. Tregurtha ship.
Yeah, because this is a look from the Tregurtha at the bridge.
This is just exciting, riveting content.
Like watching paint dry.
Yeah, I know. Literally. Maybe we'll get it in the when we redo the render. It might give us the ship. While we're waiting on that, I can add ship to it. So that's the first one we got. That's not too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not even going to mess with that. Although we might try redoing it and see what it comes up with. So we got two of them going right now. I can't see the chat when I'm in this space over here.
No, no problem. Not much happening.
I told you it's riveting stuff we're doing. Trying not to bore you guys to death.
Yeah. Well, it's only 22% there. So.
That guy looks cool.
What's everybody, cats on there or something? What? Fucking seen so many cat pictures.
There's some people type in some weird stuff, man. Women crying. I got no clue. That's the other thing is I can take this image right here and I can use it however I want, even though I didn't generate it. Because it's not copyrighted. Yeah, that one didn't do anything. It's cool skies, but I don't like the bridge.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't get our ship, Paul.
Nope.
I wonder if we just do the ship and see what that does.
Let me try that.
We'll paste that. Leave that. We'll get rid of the red clouds and sunset and the bridge stuff.
Yeah.
So the Paul Artagertha ship on the St. Clair River. We'll see if that works. And what did we end up with that one? Well, it looks nice. I'll upscale it and see how it looks.
Cool.
That's interesting. Megamind character. All right, Paul, here you go. Does this look right?
Nope.
Nope.
That looks like a sailing ship almost, but it's still got a ways to go, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's only
It's coming.
at 42%. It may change it around.
Mm.
And what did the other one look like? Oh yeah, we're still upscaling that one too. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
see the bridge structure, that's all like Mackinac Bridge style or
Concrete, yeah. Or the other one's a truss.
Well, it got the bridge wrong, but that's still a cool photo though.
Yeah. Whoa, that's not the ship.
We'll try to upscale that and then we'll try to do it one more time. Another thing you can only do, you can load it up with as many as you want. You can have it, 10 or 15 things, but it only does like 3 at a time.
Yeah.
And then if you get too many of them in there, it goes, what are you, crazy? It'd be cool if it actually came up with the correct ship.
Yeah.
So that's what it came up with, Paul. Is that even close?
nope.
No, not even close.
Looks cool though.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Pretty sweet. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna hop off here. Get something to
Okay.
eat.
Yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Take care.
Okay,
Yeah,
JD,
JD.
thanks for covering, buddy.
You bet. Good times. Talk to you guys later.
Okay.
See ya.
This is almost done.
Bill, what's your plan for the day?
Oh, we already got that one.
I am Well, I got to go put
That's not even it.
new
All right.
blades on the rider mower, which is
Uh,
exciting. Which means I lift it up and prop it up and hit it with the impact wrench and do that so that make it so my wife can cut the lawn easier. And that's it. That's my big plan. And then I'm editing video. And then I'll be on Laura's channel later.
what time Laura on?
I thought she said she wasn't going live today because she's at her sister's.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
So-
know.
So, Mark, are you talking about the shooting that happened in Philadelphia? He said, Curtis, you should do one Philadelphia in the morning after last night. They had a shooting down on Kensington Street.
Mhm.
All that, yeah.
If you guys are not familiar with Kensington Street, it's like major drug, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm stuck inside with the rain, so can't go out and fly, can't go out and dive. I could, but
Yeah. You get your ass wet.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm not into getting wet.
Hey, Paul, how would you like to be the host so you can shut everything
Yep.
down?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. You're the host with the mostest.
Okay, everybody, I think we're gonna call it.
Yeah.
Everybody, thanks for being here.
Yep.
We'll see all of you again later today.
Yeah, we'll see you guys tonight. So
Take care. Bill, good to see you. Curtis, always. And we'll see all of you again later tonight.
Bye, everybody.
Cool stuff, Curtis. Thanks for introducing us to that.
Hey, no problem, man. Sometimes you find something and it doesn't seem like it's going to be anything. And then you start playing with it and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I could do something with this,